All right, good morning, everybody. Hey, Joey. All this, or good evening. All this stuff I was talking, and I forgot to unmute my mic. So you guys have been like listening to nothing. All right, let's see here. Air horn. Air horn works. All right, I need to change. Hit the bathroom. Wash my face. A couple other things. Those of you over on the rerun stream, don't forget to enter the giveaway exclamation point ticket. You got to win a words on stream while I get things taken care of, and I will be there soon.tm. We make sure we are live on YouTube. Hey, there we are. Oh, look at that. People are already thumbs upping my YouTube stream. That's awesome. Thank you guys for that. That's huge. Huge! I think on Friday I'm gonna stream more Manor Lords, and I think I'll make the title She's got huge tracts of land. I don't know, you know the deal. Let's go ahead and get logged into the game too, I suppose, huh? For those of you wondering, that means you need to build in a swamp. Exactly. Exactly right. That's it. Yes. Hey, Keyman. Good evening to you too. All right, I need to step away for just a couple of minutes. Did I not enter my own giveaway? I didn't. All right, for those of you guys who don't know, I do have a rerun channel. I'm about to do my drawing over there. I'll be doing that when I get back. All right. Oh God, it's so. They're coming. Oh, I'll leave. Try leaving it open. Go ahead and close Windows. Right. Hey, Grunty. Changing complete. Go and close some windows. Oh, windows are shut. Face is washed. Clothing is changed. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of our drawing over on the rerun channel. We also have a. Let's see, where is it? Here. We also have a new code. I'm gonna put it in the chat now on both YouTube and here. And we're gonna go ahead and pin the message. Unable to pin? F you, Twitch. All right. Now, those of you watching on the rerun channel, here we go. Closing giveaway, drawing a winner. JPK184. That's right, pizza lovers. I put that one up on the pinned comment. How you doing, Joey? I was hoping to start a little bit earlier, but as always, slightly behind. Why is my HUD not showing? Show HUD. All right. Joey, anybody else, do me a favor and say something again, yo. That's it. Thank you. Thank you, Joey. Not showing up. Why is my HUD not showing up? Stop HUD, and let's start it back up again. All right, try again now if you don't mind. I'm going to go ahead and draw another winner on the rerun channel because I don't have any time for this. Oh, God, it's the Real Light Duckman. Real Light Duckman, are you here on either channel? There we go. Okay, now it's working. Booyah! But I never pick you because you never enter on the rerun channel. Oh my God, it's going to be so hot up here. Oh, it's going to be like debilitatingly hot. I have a fan I put outside the room, and I think that's gonna help, but I'm gonna sweat like crazy. SAT, you don't either join. I can't English. If anybody wants to join me, by the way, I'm gonna do something at the start. I don't know, asymmetric maybe, randoms. We'll play for like an hour and then we'll do some replays. Alright, well, Duckman's not here. Hashtag you poop you lose. Recan. I definitely hate you, Puddin. Definitely hate you. So much. Oh, thank God, Recan is here. Okay, cool. I figured Recan was still here. Alright, Recan, let's get you your code. Let's get the raid kicked off. Mark this giveaway as complete. We'll get another one going. Puddin', if you don't mind, CC container giveaway on the main channel. Pick for what Valiant? I do drawings on my rerun channel. We just did one. Check it out if you want. Toss a follow. Hang out if you want when the stream's live. All that good stuff. You're going to see I'm going to raid myself in a moment. This is something that I'm doing because people don't understand when I'm live or not. So I created a special rerun channel so that people know if they see this channel live, they know that I am actually live. And if they see the rerun channel, they might still not know. I don't know, but I can't help them at that point.
Are you saying this is complicated?
It's complicated. Yeah. People got to think. Use them noggins. Use them brains. Brains.
Well, Warships is the thinking man's action game.
It is. It is. So you would think that the thinking mans would be here, but
Of course, I'm afraid they're all thinking, "Why am I playing this game?"
Woo! Here we go. Raid's about to start, yo. Now, we've changed the AI behavior because channel point redemption. So now it's going to sound like a kingly lord captain thing. Whatever. A regal individual. Come on, raid. Let's go. There's the raid. Why you bully me? Greetings, noble seekers of the high seas. Behold, Lord Zathar are a regal figure in the realm of World of Warships. They bestow upon their subjects the honor of channel points and replays, fostering a community of shared wisdom and valor. Join them for Team League Season 6 battles, or witness the prestigious exclamation point Enterprise G tournament. Set sail with them live, or partake in the archived chronicles until the next grand event. See? It worked. Alright, I'm going to turn off the rerun channel. Oh, and there's something I need to do real quick for that before I get rated. I need to shut down my laptop. And I need to, you know what? I won't worry about it right now. There's a shout out for Grunty. Thank you, Puddin'. Alright, you guys are not here to play Words on stream. You guys are here to hang out with me, I hope. So I'm just going to kill this. And let's get the lights going. No. Hold on. I have to hit the right buttons. I hit the right buttons. There we go. There we go. Alright, what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday? Guys, we're here to play some World of Warships and hang out on this weeknight. I will most likely be considering streaming on Wednesdays from now on. I think Wednesdays are a fun night anyway. Can't guarantee I'll do Warships, but that's the plan for right now, at least. We'll see what happens. Russian DDs, Akizuki and Kitakaze. Almost got it. That's right. Hey, Only Smed. Alright, for those of you guys who play Stream Raiders, it's up. She said. Let's go over to the tech tree here, because I believe that we have a ×2 that we can do again. So we're going to go ahead and reset, as always, the... oh, I can't, because I haven't bought the Haragumo yet. Oh, okay. Cool. Guess what? I just bought the Haragumo, or at least researched it. So now I can go ahead and reset the line again. Note that this time I didn't screw up and reset the Shimakaze line. Here we go.
Right, because you're so poor for free experience, you just yeet through that line.
Right. Exactly. So, well, there we go. And we're going to go ahead and buy up to... I really don't care to play Tier 5 in this. I'm going to research all the way up to the Hatsuharu line for 100 regular XP and almost 60 grand. Research points! That's right, Jake. Because after looking at Grunty's asymmetric game, or not asymmetric, his what is it, the German destroyer? I can't think. Elbing. And how he played that with that unique upgrade, I kind of feel like I need that. What is up, Zand? How's it going? Thanks for coming on in. Setting up our lights accordingly. Nice, nice, nice. If anybody wants to join me, I'd love to do some asymmetric battles or just some randoms. I don't care. What are brawls? Tier 10, ew. And what's ranked? Tier 10, ew. Never mind. But I'd love to get some games in the Hatsuharu out of the way. I also have the tier 6 of the new whatchamacallit, Commonwealth Cruiser. Love to get a game in that as well. So, if you don't mind, do a couple tier 6s and we can go on from there. Wouldn't I see the invite? Thank you much.
I'll put you in charge.
Aww.
Tier 6, you say?
Yeah, if you don't mind. And y'all, because we're going to be doing asymmetric, we've got room for 3 more people. Send me a message in game if you want Lord_Zath. And
Wait, you
shall
can do
have some.
asymmetrics at
Tier
tier 6?
Tier 6 is the lowest. That's correct. Propulsion. Now, if I'm going for asymmetrics, I might be better off going aiming systems mod instead of torpedo. I'll keep torpedo on. I don't want to think. And this is like a no-brainer because you get 4 extra kilometer of torpedo range. So this is what I typically do. We were talking about this recently on the DevStrike forum. They were saying, how long does it take you, Zath, to reset the Harugumo line? Well, not much time at all, frankly.
What, 5 minutes? And that's because you have to click?
I mean, well, it'll probably take longer with asymmetric, but yeah. Sign my Hatsuharu. I have a 20-pointer. I will apologize. It's a weeb captain, so you're going to hear, like, you know, weeb sounds. Nothing I can do about that, guys. Nothing I can do about that. I'm not going to buy a permanent camo. I already have this permanent camo. And asymmetric. Voila, look at that. We got room for 3 people to join the div. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You wouldn't have it any other way for a line reset? There you go. It's a good sound, really, Thuttwit? I don't know about that. Bots are unaffected by weeb sounds. That's true, but all of you humans that are watching are. So, you know. Thank you
I'm
for...
affected by weeb sounds.
Exactly. So thank you for suffering alongside us all. Unlurk, says Keyman. Cool. Is this like shun, unshun, shun, unshun, shun, unshun? Alright, nobody else has sent me a message in battle, so Puddin', I guess it's just you and me.
Oh no.
Oh no. What's up, good Ghost Front? Here we go. Let's get this game off the ground.
Hello.
Hi, Grunty. Are you looking to join us?
You don't want to play tier 6 asymmetrics and a destroyer. I did that in the Knevny. It's horrible.
You're back to watch. Excelente. Forza Horizon 5. Oh, okay. Sounds good, Hardcase.
The problem here is there's going to be so many other destroyers and they're so accurate and you're going to get outspotted.
Okay. Cool. I
in
like a challenge.
Battleship. How am I not outspotted?
I mean,
Don't do
even
so
in a
well,
destroyer,
you need to heal.
I played Knevny. I had AFT on the captain too, and I was basically perma-spotted and shot up by everything. It
Weekly
was
rewards.
miserable.
Okay. What do we got? We got a
But-
Ramat.
I reset my Russian destroyer line, right? So once you're up to tier 7, I could join with the Minsk. But I'm done with
Alright.
6s. And I don't want to force you into higher tiers because that's even worse.
No problem. What's up, everybody? Thank you very much for the raid, World of Warships. Oh my goodness.
Right.
I am shocked and appalled. I'm surprised everybody's here. Look at you all. Hey, Revan, what's up? Do the thing for Revan if you don't mind.
What? I want to do the thing for Bogsy.
Do the thing for Bogsy too. Trinity, hey. Hold me, love me, hello, Grand Prix, yo. Duckman, Stevie. Duckman, I drew you on the rerun channel, but you weren't here, you pooped, you lost. Holy crap, Zath has a face, that's right, Gothic Nightmare, I do, I've always had a face. Sometimes you haven't seen it when I was doing reruns and stuff, but guess what, I'm live, which means there's the face. If the face is there, I'm live. It's kind of how this works, generally speaking. Alright, let's go ahead and shoot down some planes.
I accidentally got into my last game with for my stream with boxing guys shooting. They had to carry me.
Nice. Everybody, I'm Lord Zath, the North American community contributor for World of Warships. Welcome on board. I've got a few things up my sleeve that I do when I stream World of Warships. One is I do replay analysis, so I look at players' games and give them feedback. if you've got a game you would like some feedback on, please, by all means, you can join my Discord, you can send me an email, let me know. You're always catching my reruns doing the word games. First time you caught me live. Well, that rerun channel has been moved to a new channel. Exclamation point rerun. There's my rerun channel. So I've created a separate one just for you so you don't get confused if I'm live or not. How's that for service, huh? That's service with a smile, if you ask me. That is indeed epic. That is indeed epic. Alright, so, one fire, and I moved to somebody else, because asymmetric bots, they do not DCP one fire. Yeah. They DCP two. So, the best way to do this is to set things on fire, or in the case of the Miyogi, let him flood and laugh. Alright, he's on fire, so I can go back to the Miyogi, I guess. Might trigger a DCP on the Miyogi. You must service the ones who can't tell it's a replay. That is correct, Rygar. That is correct. So, later today we'll be doing some replay review, some replay analysis. Sticky fire, let's go. Oh, look, my torpedoes are available. I'm resetting the Japanese destroyer line. I just set that one up. So, thank you all for joining in. This is a followers-only channel. I do that for a few reasons. One, so we get rid of some of the BS and the drama that comes from people that, view bot, not follow bot, but spam the channel with stuff. You know what I mean? The gunboat line, the best line. Screw the long line if that's the standard. I'm not a fan of the torpedo destroyers. Plymouth, 1234, thank you for the follow. So all you gotta do is toss a follow in there. We do have a giveaway going for a CC container. Community contributor container, guys. Lately, I've given away 2 ships in that CC container. So, if you don't mind, do me a favor and just toss that follow button. It costs you absolutely nothing. Once you have followed, do what Duckman just did in chat and type exclamation point ticket. That right there is my boy Stevie. Sadly, we had to put him to sleep back in October of last year, just before King of the Sea. But whenever you follow, you are giving Stevie some bacon, and I thank you so much for sharing Stevie on the screen again, because every time you follow, we all get to see Stevie. It's a very special thing. As our Ramat guy decides he wants to... Okay, well, he's going to stop and smoke, so that's fine. I'll just back up and take advantage of it. That works for me. I got some names to call out, so I will do so. I am also playing asymmetric on the North American server. If any of you are on the North American server would like to join us, we are currently playing tier 6, but we're open to all tiers. You're welcome to join. You just find me in-game, Lord_Zath. Very easy to find. I don't have any crazy numbers or anything like that. Kothic, come on in, let's go. Hey, Brow. You are giving out more tickets than the CHP. I don't know what CHP is, Rygar, but thank you, I guess? Oh my god, look, it's a battleship that nobody can spot because our Ramad is in smoke. How you doing, bro?
I need a new nationality.
I also want to point out that our DD was in smoke.
Yep. Now, for those of you guys who hate ads, I am also streaming over on YouTube. You are more than welcome to check me out both on YouTube and on Twitch. The big brain, as you will, the big brain is to have both Twitch and YouTube open. Why? Because then, when there's an ad break, you can flip from one to the next, much like you would change a radio station. The other reason why you do that is if you don't like the music that chat chooses, we do have DJ Duckman and a few other DJs here. If you don't like the music that chat chooses to play, you can go and listen over on YouTube with zero music whatsoever. You can put your own soundtrack up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, well, let's go and let's continue to back things up here. And it looks like we just got a resub from H9. Thank you very much. Oh, California Highway Patrol. Yeah, they need to give out them tickets, don't they? Chat introduced me to Sabaton. The music, that's right, Jake. That's right. We did introduce you to Sabaton. Good stuff, good stuff.
Looks like Torpedo Destroyer is much better than Gunboat, huh?
You noticed that, huh, Grunty?
I'm jealous.
Oh yeah, you just got to know how to let the bots come to you, and then you just farm them up. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Chat, we also do other games too. I do Civilization 6 on Monday nights, and lately I've been getting into Manor Lords. I got in on the game before it went to early access, played a few rounds, and love it. You'll probably see me playing Manor Lords a bit as well. Look at this silly bot destroyer trying to dodge. Aw, you just died. Let's go ahead and smoke up and farm the Dante, huh? Manor Lords indeed. As a matter of fact, Duckman, we might have to replace Project Planet with Manor Lords. I don't know.
I've been playing platformers recently.
Platformers, yeah. That's like so 1990s.
I had fun. I was playing the new one from EA, and yesterday I started Ori.
I mean, if you're having fun, you're having fun. You just realized you need Enterprise, and you'll have all three of the Yorktown sisters. See, you got it. Well, Wasp isn't a Yorktown class, but Wasp is a bit of a unique oddity. Oh, nice kill by the Shino no me.
I hope Wargaming makes it available again at some point.
I'm sure they will. A couple
Then
things
again-
that make you feel like they will. One is there's a new camo or something that's been announced for Enterprise. And two, I
It's
think
been a while
that
since they announced that, right?
well, it's been a few months, yes, but that just because they announce it doesn't mean it's going to be entered into the game like next patch.
I'm actually happy that they're waiting. I think they should, like, this CV rework thing, if you want to call it rework, needs to go through first. I just
Almost got-
can't recommend anybody buying a carrier in the current state when we don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, it's tough to, spend the money and then that can change, right? Because of, rework things. So I get it. Oh, look, the Ramat charged down a Langley and torpedoed it. What a brave move from a Ramat. Hug of Death, I have no idea. It's a wargaming code. Just go and put it in your thing and not worry about it. That's what I do. When I see a code, I'm a simple man. I just enter it into Wargaming Game Center, WGC, whatever. Ah, someone else is torping him. Well, they're gonna miss. Yep, they're gonna miss. We gotta conserve ammo. We gotta be able to torp them both. So let's go ahead and torp the Miyogi, Mr. Miyogi. So guys, I missed obviously the wargaming stream. How was it? What did they do? Anything groundbreaking or silly? Oh, who just smashed this Miyogi before my torps hit him? Yerk! How did I know that was you?
I'm pretty sure it was Grunty.
Yeah, of course.
Hold on,
let
I
me-
saw this in cots. Okay, there's
Two
something over
warplane
there.
pods sticking. Warp
By
drive.
the way,
oh.
this is the most damage SAS has ever done in a torpedo destroyer.
Well, I've done more than this. Good song selection? Thank you. Look, I got research points and I came in first place. Don't take a tier 6 in asymmetric, he says. Alright, who
Yeah,
wants
dude,
in? Send me a message in game. Lord_Seth, let's go. Ad break start.
Can we? Are you open to 6/7s again? Then I play my Minsk.
I don't care. I've got another 6 I'm hoping to get a win with, but otherwise, yeah. I've got, and you can take a 7. I really don't care.
I want to get through the Minsk.
Hey, look, it's Grunty. I'm shocked and appalled. Here, the Hobart. Wait, do I have 84,000 ship XP for the Hobart? Is that enough?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, yes, it's enough. Never mind. It should be.
All right, well, for insurance purposes, I'll take one more.
No, it really should
Good,
be. On
let's
the
go.
destroyers, it's about 70,000.
This is a cruiser, sir.
Yeah, I mean, like, if a destroyer is 68,000, then a cruiser with 80,000 should be fine.
Coughlin, yes, I did see the Annapolis and Conde was announced to have a HP nerf. Monarch does get a buff with its super heal. And then Feng Yang, Deep Water. That's the one I was trying to remember when Big O was hanging out with us on Sunday, but I couldn't remember exactly which ship it was. Feng Yang's Deep Water torpedoes can hit cruisers. Right, that was in a recent dev blog. Chat chose by popular vote Emden as the next ship to break down. Emden, the tier 2? Fun story about Emden. I actually used to get a Kraken every day when I played the Emden. I would just go in, farm a whole bunch of bots with... This is back when AFT, Expert Marksman, and BFT, Basic Fire, which is my boss, essentially, and now. All of those worked on main battery guns. Whoa, it's great. Yeah, tier 2. All right, Comfortus Minus, thank you for the follow. El Skintro, thank you for the follow. 500 Error, thank you for the follow, even though I hate when I see 500 errors. Matthias Engberg G, thank you very much for the follow. Sasklan1, thank you very much for the follow. Shotman64 with the follow as well. Rygar, get in here.
I'm glad Wargaming is nerfing Conda and Annapolis, but I'm not sure that these are the nerfs the ships need.
A Major, I don't know if you were in the Wargaming raid. It's just a blank box. Are you somebody that was hanging out that wants in too? Let me know. Finally, don't attempt to sneak around everyone to drop the pain of battleships and carriers. I don't know what that means. Let's see. So we've got Plymouth1234. I thanked you before, but thank you again. Invar2, thank you very much for the follow. El Profe de Historia, thank you for the follow, although I could have sworn you followed me before. Love Child Hippie, thank you for the follow as well. And it looks like the subscription didn't go through from earlier. Who was it that subbed again? Let's see. I saw it in the chat thing over here. Let's go. Oh, I don't have a commander on my ship? For shame. There we go.
It's a nice buff for Fenyang, but again, the problem is that the HE does nothing on the ship.
H9KA, your subscription is like setting sail on the high seas for support during this Wacky Warships Wednesday. Our cruise just got a whole lot wackier and more wonderful thanks to you. Here's to many more epic battles and good vibes. Let's navigate these waters together as we are listening to some awesome, awesome tunes. Why is my commander not on this ship? Thank you. Let's go. With Fenyang, you hardly ever play her because of deep waters. Well, I think that's the goal, hard case, is to get that changed. And Puddin', if you get a chance, do the shout-out thing for Chief Engine Men, please. You had a 10-point untrained. No problem. Thank you, thank you. There's Chief Benjamin. Go check him out. Also raising money for Stack Up. I'll think about something here.
I try not to think in the thinking man's action game.
That's true. That's true. Using Sexy GG. I don't know what that is, Chief Benjamin, but that looks fun. Also doing the Stream Raiders thing. Good, good. We have ours going. Got 10 minutes to go for Stream Raiders. For those of you guys who are looking forward to it. You pay a lot for another Who concert, even though nearly cost you your hearing. I mean, for some, that would be a good price. The Sinking Man's actually. I remember when I went... Hey, Dudwit?
Hey, you want me to stay with you, Grunty?
I would appreciate it. I don't want to be alone.
Roger.
Aww, he wants to be held.
Get the hell away from me, Zat. This is all my damage up here.
Nope, I'm coming to hug you.
This
And
is
hug
the
you with
match
my depth
where-
charge. I saw
where-
this in COTS.
Yeah, I had to do it to you. I saw this in COTS.
I saw this in COTS as well.
Oh my god,
Those
it
who
only
don't-
has one? Jesus.
Balance, comrade. I gotta say, for those of you who don't know, my awesome moderator, Puddin', I almost called you Pudderator.
With the
Puddin'.
mod in.
Puddin', not only mods for me and like 20 other Warship streamers out there, he also streams himself. So, you know, go do the follow thing for him. There he is. I will warn you, he says all the gamer words, but they are well deserved when he uses those gamer words.
What?
Should have been there yesterday because the F-bomb was used every other word. That's how
I saw
great
some of it.
was.
I saw some of it.
Oh my god, would you go spot something? Jesus, worst destroyer ever.
I know, right?
Not even
Here,
on your
I'm
side.
gonna be a toxic teammate and click on our Minsk right now.
But have you ever thought instead of modding for 20 people, you go for quality over quantity?
No, because I quite literally tell everybody I'm only here to use my powers for evil, and they still give me the power.
Yep. Puddin has access to more community contributor codes than anybody I know. Oh crap, there's a deli over here by us, Puddin. What are you gonna do about it?
Go make a sandwich real quick.
Alright, that sounds good.
So I had this map yesterday when I played like Nevny, and my random Mackinson was the first ship to die because it got torp rushed by an Akasta.
Okay. Ooh, der Flinger. Now, for those of you guys who don't play asymmetric, this is a very important mode to play. It's great for grinding through your not your Puerto Rico, your I call it the dickyard lines, not dockyard, but dickyard. Those of you who have tried to do these different missions, you'll understand why we call it the dickyard sometimes. But anyway, if you are looking to go through those, the asymmetric battle system is really good, especially if you can find at least one friend to hang out with. Doing it by yourself is kind of problematic.
Yeah, can confirm. That was
Rhodium core.
It's okay
Good
on tier
follow.
9 and tier 10 if you want to play high tiers, but these mid tiers solo is rough.
Now, the Peter Vilecki here has a fire on him, so if I get another fire on him, he will DCP that. So if I want to be a team player, I would just let him burn. If I don't want to be a team player, I'm going to try to get rid of the fire. There we go, fire on him. Now let's go back to the Peter Vilecki.
I think we need to
This-
go back here. They are rushing our cap.
This game mode is all about being cautious and not putting your broadside out there for everybody to shoot and kill. Oh, goodness. There's another Peter Vilecki coming. Alright, guys. I saw this in COTS. I'm going to game return. I saw this in Enterprise G as well. Oh, I also saw this in Enterprise G. I see a torpedo, so I'm going to pop my Hydra now. That's when you do it, right?
That's
No,
when you do it.
you wait until the torpedo hits you.
Oh, okay. Got it. I was confused. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The Dirty Water Song. Let's go.
Why do I have so many spots in a battleship?
Because Grunty wasn't doing his job as a destroyer.
I blame the map, okay? I blame the map and the spawns.
I blame the Florida.
Florida.
Leave my Florida alone.
Oh,
I'm
we have a
believe I'm
Florida.
saying this.
Oh, it's Tutwit.
Yes, it is.
All right, guys. I don't know if there's subs around. Let me use my gimmick. Oh, there's no subs around. We're okay. Inky, what's up, Inky? How you doing? All right, Peter, where are you? I got 2 targeting me. That's why I love priority target.
God, Bugsy put an island in my way again.
Ah, that Bogsy, man. He is quite the trickster. Make sure
had
those of you that
Bogsy
are
in my
following
game
type
recently.
exclamation point ticket, all right, to get in for our giveaway. CC container.
I think he was playing a Frederick.
I
We've got them on the run.
put a quad fire on that poor guy.
Nice.
Hold on, I gotta make sure you're safe from subs.
Thank you. We practice safe warships over here, people. 30 seconds until my next smoke. We'll make it work. Hold, there you go. Yeah, do the ticket thing. Perfect. Chat, go grab your favorite drink of choice. We'll do a cheers at the end of this battle, alright?
Ooh.
Alicia.
Yeah, this is no Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
Oh, okay. 2 still targeting me. Your odds! It's Wednesday night Zath, that's right.
Bring a smoke bomb.
And we're throwing a smoke bomb and possibly dying. Nope, of course not. We Gucci, we Gucci. Love that
Well,
dirty
I'm
water.
living a dream again.
And no worries about saying whoops, it's all good. You're better off making sure that you've entered. Doing homemade pizza. Nice. I had pizza tonight as well. Not homemade, though. It was frozen deep dish pizza from Gino's East. Oh, so good.
I ordered pizza today.
Everybody's getting pizza. Hey, I got the kill. What do you know? Hobart for the win. OP line. Black Russian. Nice.
I need to play this line still. I need to play the tier 4 and get my XP ready for the tier 5 because
Ew.
stupid me didn't finish the battle pass last patch, so I didn't get the 5.
Ah, gotcha.
I'm actually more annoyed about losing out on the patch than the ship itself because who cares?
Late night pizza was
Thank you,
delivered
though.
just as he greeted us. Oh, wow. Nice. Deli is fantastic. Deli is a great ship at tier 5. She's actually really fun. And the tier 6 Hobart's okay. The problem with tier 6 is Perth exists, and people that have the Perth are like, this isn't the Perth. No. She's not. Oh,
Yeah, it's-
rip. Thud died.
But
I died.
those
Yeah.
people also did not play tier 6 clan battles.
Oh,
Sut-
yeah.
That can blame me for this because I
He
left
left.
him and went back.
Yeah, I know, because you panicked and went back to the cap.
Smoke bomb.
That's okay. It's more XP for the rest of us. That's how I look at it.
I didn't panic.
You panicked.
Why does it sound like you panicked there, Gordon?
Sounds like you panicked. There's panic in your sound and your voice right there. Did you hear that, Puddin'?
I heard it.
Yeah, I thought so. I heard it too. Chad, did you guys hear that? Panic in the voice? See, there was panic in Rygar Salvo. I saw that too.
It was just horrendous aim in mine.
Panic and Overmatch. At the same time. Panicky Overmatch.
Oh, come on. I left it at 73 for Pudding to get the kill.
Panic in the voice. There you go.
I don't know, torpedoes are coming. Whatever will I do? I'll just whatever.
Why don't you
Two
do us
battleships
all a
left.
favor and die?
Yes, we could use the time extension. Over panic the enemy. That's right. We're not over penning anymore. We are over panicking.
We know we never overpen. It's all overmatch.
That's right. All over match.
You saw my teammates yesterday, Neil. Like, come on, that was justified. I don't even want to call them teammates. That was
Okay.
something else.
Well, that's nice. I got a triple fire on the Iron Duke.
No, you got a
Feel
double.
something.
I got one fire. You got two.
Well, fine. I'll just settle the argument and kill him.
I mean, that's fine, but I still got one fire.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of that fire.
Does that mean that guy actually had 4 fires?
Clarivette, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in.
Oh, there's a
Oh,
flag.
and hey, Ham X Smile, thank you very much for the follow as well. Giving Stevie some bacon. You were so kind, and I stole the kill. Woo! I saw this in COTS.
13 fires.
And
Like,
I
Gunboat
didn't
Destroyer
fire
in this
18.
mode is not
of
fun.
legend.
Short horse is clearly broken.
Sharnorse is clearly broken. All right, y'all go ahead and ready up a ship or whatever. Alan Parsons' project was the tipping point. I mean, it's good stuff, isn't it? All right, chat. We're going to do a cheer. There's something that we typically do at the start of the Dirty Water portion of the stream, but because we started late, we got the raid going and stuff like that. Cheers to everybody. Go ahead and share in chat what you're drinking. If it's water, dirty water, milk, orange juice, I don't care. Just share in chat what you got. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for chilling and hanging out. Appreciate you all. For me, it is Bacardi rum with some Dr. Pepper.
Ew.
It's actually yummy. Very yummy. Back to the game we go. Tier 7.
Dr. Pepper?
I mean,
Yeah.
are you
Why?
working on the tier 7?
No.
Well, then
I'm
bring your tier
working on-
6s. So I'm
I'm
bringing
working
you
on
extra
7.
experience.
I might just do that. Let's see. Go to equipment. What am I at?
Did I hear this right at the start of the stream,
my
Seth?
God.
That you're doing this research, this regrind dedicated to the Elbing upgrade?
I have plenty of research points, so no, but I basically said I wouldn't mind spending my research points on the Elbing upgrade after what I saw you did. How many research? I got 95,000 research points, and I got all the ships. I mean, come on. I can buy
Someone
whatever I
clip it,
want,
SAS is
whenever I
spending
want.
resources. Breaking news: SAS is spending resources.
Hey, I'm
He
considering it.
hasn't-
That's not the same as doing it. I'm
He
considering it.
hasn't spent any points yet.
Those of you guys who don't know, my nickname is Smog. I'm a bit of a hoarder in this game. I have over 1 million doubloons. It's hoarded. 51 million command or elite free XP, I should say. And for elite commander XP, what am I at right now? Let's see. Where do I see that? Oh, right up here. 124.5 million elite commander XP. Yeah. I like to hold on to things.
Basically, guys, if you're wondering why Kitakami was so expensive, it's because of him.
It probably was.
Right,
And
and,
I-
it still didn't put a dent in anybody who could truly afford it.
Nope. You're worried about me. Aw, thank you, Jake.
All right, how do I Scharnhorst again? Because the black is completely different than the normal
Oh
Scharnhorst.
no, you're stuck down south with Grunty.
Oh, great. So I'm by myself. Awesome.
Great.
I'm gonna smoke and you're gonna spot.
Yes.
How this is going to work out?
That's correct, B Crisp. I have only spent a whopping $20 US on this game. 2-0, and that's it. That money went to the Battleship Texas Foundation back when she was in not Houston, but you know, wherever. And she had sprung that really bad leak, and they were doing some emergency repairs for her to do all that. And so I gladly shelled out for that. I got a special. I think I got a Texas and a special camouflage for the Texas, as Wargaming's way of saying thank you. So that's what I picked up out of it. But the $20 went straight to the Texas. It did not go in Wargaming's pockets. Fun story about this. A few years ago, a certain Wargaming producer was bragging about how well his dog eats based off of how much people spend on the game. Okay? And I recall people in our Discord saying, "Hey, go ahead and look up how much I spent in this game," because he had the ability to do that. So we'd go and he'd look it up, and he's like, "Ah, my dog really appreciates you," right? In other words, they spent a lot of money in the game. So I said, "You know what? Why don't you go look me up while we're at it?" He goes and he looks me up, and he says, I can't believe it." I'm like, "Go ahead, tell him how much I spent." And he's like, "This guy, this crazy man only spent $20. I actually have a screenshot of this. He was completely baffled by it. Yes, his dog turned into a skeleton because of me. Exactly right. How what?
What camo is that on the Scharnhorst?
I don't know. One of the permanent ones?
I figured, but which one? I don't recall this camo.
Like,
$20.
Like I do?
You killed the dog. There you go, MTN. Hey, like I said, if it was going to go to Wargaming's pockets, I wouldn't have spent. But it was going. I thought it was important. It was going for a good cause, and I thought, you know what? I should at least say that I've done my part to support a museum ship. To me, that's important. You know, everybody can do what they want, make their own decisions. But to me, that was an important decision to make.
So I just HE Citadel this cruiser.
Thank you, B Crisp. I was actually in St. Petersburg when we did the CC summit in 2019, summer 2019, and the last day in that summit, we had a little gathering at a bar, right? And this guy, Viseri, who was a warships employee, was bragging to me about how they get 500 doubloons a day as employees. Like when they log in, it's just deposited. That's kind of like their compensation, because obviously they're expected to be playing the game. But if they're working for the game and working on the game, they're probably not able to play as many games as they used to back when they were, fans of the game. So he's like, yeah, I get 500 doubloons a day. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. He's like, yeah, I got like 60,000 doubloons. I'm like, oh, nice. Pulled out my laptop right then and there at the bar, opened up the game, logged in, showed it to Viseri. He looked at it, and his jaw like dropped, and he immediately ran and grabbed a bunch of his fellow employees at the St. Pete office, and they run over and they're speaking to each other in Russian, like real loud and excited, and pointing at my account. And he's like, how the hell did you do this? I said, I like the game, and I don't spend doubloons. It's good times. I thought.
Oh, Putin is almost dead.
Right.
Oh,
you're
cool,
being
more
shot
for
at
you.
Grunty.
It was
See, I'm doing
it's
smart thing and leaving Grunty.
it's one of those stories that I will always remember, and I'd love to, of course, go to St. Pete again, or at some point in my life, or now because of the server split, I'd love to go to Belgrade, right, which is the main development hub, or even go visit the Prague office. I'd love to go back. If I never get a chance to, it'll be unfortunate. But Prague, I'm sure I'll go to again at some point, so I'm okay with that.
Prague is a nice city. It's not St. Petersburg, to be honest.
Oh, St. Petersburg was lovely. St. Petersburg was lovely. Oh my god, I've got stories. You guys want to hear stories? How do I get in-game items and ships? Well, you see, one of the things that I do because I love this game so much is I volunteer. I do things to make the game better, right? One of the things is I am currently a super test coordinator. Prior to being a CC, a community contributor, I was also a member of the Wiki editing team. And, I mean, hey, can't go into detail about necessarily about rewards and stuff, but, I have stuff and things on my account. It's amazing.
Yeah, I saved you, Putin. You happy?
No.
What? You didn't do anything.
Well, I mean, the way I look at it is, it's not just necessarily compensation. So I want you to think about it this way. Thank you, Duckman. Right, I did screenshots. What's up, Hoghammer? I did screenshots for the World of Warships wiki. Some of my favorite wiki pages are like the Enterprise. If you go to the Enterprise, the in-game screenshots there, I took them. Now, in order to be able to take screenshots of ships, doesn't it make sense? Oh, look, detonation. Doesn't it make sense that I would need access to those ships?
Guys, stop, please. The destroyer mission is caps. Don't
So?
kill the Argentina. Let Seth and me cap, please.
Oh, okay, cool. So, I mean, just
that
think
again?
about that for a second. He said destroyer mission is caps.
All right, so kill the last guy so Grunty doesn't get it.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, if you like the game, I mean, if you like the game enough that you want to make it better, volunteer. Go join the CC. Well, it's hard to get in the CC, but join the Super Test program. Join the Wiki editing program. Volunteer for tournaments and to help out as the adjudicators and whatever.
What? My secondaries kill this thing before you cap. You don't deserve that cap.
What if it detonates?
I'm gonna go back to the original statement.
It's a risk I'm willing to
also-
take.
Yes, completely.
Can't believe how disrespectful you guys have been on my Wii paint job.
Oh, Thud Twit killed it.
Well, I got the cap.
He caps. I waited till he capped.
I can't blame him. Good job.
Actually, I got a story for you guys with that. Back in the days of wiki editing, once upon a time we would get access to ships before they would be released. Just like the Rygar, hey, thanks. Anybody else want to join? We got a spot open. So just like the community contributors back then would get access to the ships and stuff beforehand, so did we. And there was a review from a bunch of CCs on the Tier 6 French battleship Dunkirk. and it was almost unanimously hated. I mean, everybody hated the ship so much. And most of us on the wiki team, we actually loved the ship. We thought it was a lot of fun. We looked at each other. We're like, "Are you sure about this?" Like, I talked to Raptor, and at the time, a friend of mine, Killjoy, who's also on the wiki team. And we said, "You know what? Just for shits and giggles, we're gonna go ahead and take the ship out in a division." And we did a division of 3 Dunkirks. This is before she was released, but after everybody had already seen the videos. So we go into battle, and like everybody's dumping on us. They're just laughing at us. Oh, look at these idiots with a tier 6 battleship. Dude, we set the world on fire. Literally, we just spammed HE like crazy. Burned. We like focused our targets down so that we would like force people to cycle through DCPs and then be stuck on like 2 or 3 fires. Oh my god, the Salt in chat. They were so upset about it. And we're like, yeah, this ship sucks, huh? CCs are idiots. And we are. Don't just blindly listen to anybody. And that includes myself. Make your own damn decisions. It's one of the reasons why when I do my ship reviews, which I haven't in a long time, I do my ship reviews and I just say, here's what I think of the ship. Let's take it into a battle. And I'm not going to cherry pick. A lot of people, when they do their content, if you look at it, they cherry pick their games and they pick the best one to showcase X, Y, or Z. I don't do that because you're not going to have that experience when you play the ship, you know? Cheers, everyone.
Sounds
No
suspicious.
caps this time.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
but you're-
I'm with Grunty
It's a
again.
problem with YouTube reviews, like for
There's
every
a
single
cap.
game, right?
Right here, Grunty. This whole area is a cap.
Here, let me
Yeah,
help
I
you by
don't- I
clicking
don't-
on it, too.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
This poor Fuso is going to be like, what the hell is going on? Let's all just furiously click the cap. Come on, furiously click the cap. Let's go. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Look at all the dots. Look at all the dots. Toxic CC, baby.
Did
Oh
you
my
see
god.
the clip from today, what I did my Fuso?
Didn't get a chance to look at it because I was going live right when you sent it to me. You remember though, Operation Raptor Rescue, that poor New Mexico?
What New Mexico? You know what I remember from Raptor Rescue?
Oh,
Hey,
that
Raptor's stuck.
Battleship How, thanks for the follow.
Let's just sit here for 20 minutes, see what happens.
Hey, Wolfie. We did I think it was back in public test days actually. And
I think
Sea
it was a
Raptor
public test.
Sea Raptor was with us, and we pit maneuvered the carrier Raptor in Operation Raptor Rescue into the beach, and it got stuck. And Raptor was so pissed. He's like, "You just wasted 18 minutes of my life." And I'm like, "Yep."
I'd be pissed too.
Of course you would. But no, my favorite though was when we did Operation Raptor Rescue, and there was one random person in. So we played Get Down, Mr. President, and we formed just a guard all around this poor New Mexico. He had no idea what we were doing. We went in the chat. We're like, "Get down, Mr. President!" Awesome. Hey,
You know what
Sea
the
Bear.
worst thing was? We still 5-starred it.
We did 5-star. Ah, the good old days.
Of course, I'm burning.
Hey, Bockington.
Have you tried not burning?
I tried, but the bots don't. I have to smoke here.
Wait,
This
wait,
is
wait. Aren't you in a
ridiculous.
destroyer?
Yep.
Okay, just checking.
Apparently he's in a flammable one too.
Ah.
You know
How dare
my
you,
fire
bro.
RNG. When I need a fire on my own, I don't get one, but I burn like crazy.
Couldn't make it in time after trying to engine boost it. Makes sense. It's when you like pray you don't set a fire on a target.
Yeah, I
have
don't get
to complain.
fires. I only my ship burns.
Oh well, I eat twerps.
Hello, Nicholas. Why are you stern on? Kind of weird.
He's running because I'm going after their carrier.
Ah. Ah, yes, it's the Herms. Watch out for the
pretty
And I
sure
got
Herms.
stuck with, well, you and a blueberry, so
Oh yeah, and the
I
Dunkirk.
want-
Who's in the Dunkirk? Oh, that's you, Puddin. Never mind.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll be fine,
Shoot the
y'all.
battleship, please.
I am shooting
Wait.
a battleship.
Wait, you're in a
No, I mean-
destroyer. You're the anti-battleship, right? Rock,
No,
paper,
I mean-
scissors?
I mean, the bots should shoot the battleship on my server inside. I want that to tank, not me.
Okay, well then
Why
just
aren't
don't
you
show
in a
them
cap?
broadside.
Grunty? Like, you're not gonna cap if you're not here. Like,
Have you seen how many freaking ships there are in?
Yeah, well, that's
Sure,
all
you
XP for
still
you to
have-
go get. Gobble it up.
you have 2 smokes left?
Cooldown.
I'm not the
Well.
one to put him on a cooldown.
Hot streak for Sea Bear. Let's go. How many is that? 15. 15 streak. Damn, Sea Bear.
Suck ass.
Puddin always has the right comment for it. Yo, we are casting the Enterprise G tournament this coming weekend. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, you might want to check it out. It's a fun tournament. Puddin and I have been having a good time when we read the rules and show up on time.
I'm still esports ready, guys.
We both are.
I'm gonna rush these 2 battleships now.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Whoa, You need
I
to
got-
kill
They should be dead.
Mr. Destroyer.
I got
Ta-da.
10 bucks as you miss your torps.
How about I'm just gonna die before I even launch them because
I mean, that would be appreciated. I need a cap.
you're not gonna get a cap here.
God,
I don't
keep
know.
forgetting he has torpedoes.
Who, the Tiger?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Tiger.
Tiger,
Stop that. You're next.
Tiger at tier 5, I gotta say, is one of the most deadly battleships I've seen in this game. Iron Duke is pretty deadly to it.
Yep, double fire from the secondaries. That makes total sense.
Evil
outta
Eye
here,
spam, well
man.
done. Toxic CC confirmed. Oh, I have torpedoes available. What do you know? You hated Iron Duke? I mean, she's got ridiculous HE, but her AP is like serious. It's like no joke, you know? Hey.
What? I didn't do it. You can't prove it.
The kill cam, or the kill feed, kind of proves it. But yeah,
Right.
okay, fine.
It lies.
Ah, okay. You can't hit anything with it. Well, that sounds like a skill issue to me, Duckman. Just putting that out there. And Waco Cyan, thank you for the follow. Make sure you type ! ticket to get into our giveaway. What do you think, Puddin? Should we do the draw after this game, or you want to do one more?
Well, that's up to, well, you know. Oh my God, Hermes. Go broadside. Jesus. This is the Phoenix all over again.
Maybe we'll do one more, and then we'll do our draw, because then we'll switch over to replay analysis. You guys can kind of see one of the things that I do for the community, which is replay analysis. I will go through Tutwit. I've got one of your games, and K-Note, I think, is the other. Low-level asymmetric is tough. I mean, when you have Grunty on your team, I can understand why.
Well, no. Grunty sacrificed himself so we don't have an official Wargaming blowout.
Oh, that's true. That is absolutely true.
Yeah, we should
at that.
all leave the division and compliment me for it now.
You can't.
Nope.
If you enter the game as a division, you cannot leave and compliment people.
Couldn't I
that's
figure that one
something
out
we
years
can do,
ago?
But
The proper way to farm compliments is sync drop co-op at lower tiers.
Yep. Yep. Or just do what I do.
I'm
Go
not-
in a co-op and ask if anybody wants a compliment.
I only report people.
My favorite is when people respond to that by saying, only if I earn it. It's co-op. You don't earn compliments in co-op. I'm sorry, but come on. You earn compliments in asymmetric. You earn compliments in random. Okay, you do. Fair enough, Duckman. You can farm comments
Never
go up by
hurt
just hitting the
people
fair
even in
winds and
co-op.
falling seas button. That is true, Hujam. That's true. My karma's at like 4,500 or something. I'll have to check after this game. Wolfie, of course you were in comments everywhere because you're just that nice of a guy.
But then how did you not kill that CV there?
He
What are you
did.
talking about? He looks like I killed it.
How did you not kill it with your main gun AP salvo there?
But are the Dutch still allowed to speak? I mean, I know they can vote.
Only in Chicago.
Exactly. Then that's where we're at.
Wait, what happened to our random player?
He got carried very hard.
Well, that's fine. All right, chat, we
who
got room for
cares?
one more.
All right. Well, I need to get a daily win in this stupid thing still.
Eddie,
Oh.
come on in.
We're moving up a tier.
Okay, I'll just go buy the shroud. See you then. Look at this, guys. I'm spending free XP. Oh my god, the horror. 13,000
Right.
of it.
It's also a regrind ship, so it's yeah. Of course you are.
I need 5,000 more XP.
Well, you probably should have reset the Akazuki then, Auntie.
See, I can't even reset the Akizuki line because I have never grinded the Akizuki line on the ANA server.
You don't have the Hiragumo?
No, I hate that ship. I hate that whole line.
Well, I just kicked butt in it, but you know, that's fine. I gotta decide, do I want...
Slow ships with bad maneuverability reduced to smoke farming. That's a trait that doesn't go well with me.
Right, and yet you played the Elbing with the ledge mod.
Yeah, but I'm not smoke farming it, and it's not slow. It's actually fast.
More Weebery, everybody. Takao. Now, I've got her at 19 points so far. EverSFX, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. Do I want to go for a squid fish, or do I want to go for consumable specialist so that I get quicker reload of the torpedo boost?
I would go consumable specialist for a Shiratsuyo.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. All right, fine. You twisted my arm. Why can't I? Oh, this is a 20-pointer. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh no,
We'll
if
get to it
only
later.
you would need like... Yeah, I guess you
Fine.
can just
It's only 88,000.
Whoa,
Let's just do
Wait,
it.
you're not gonna? No. I can't
What?
believe Quarantine talked you into this. You could have gotten that just
No.
in this game alone.
No, that's not what talked
Yeah,
me
but-
into it.
But he can put on the boosters and just get the XP back. It's the same thing, except he plays
No,
with the
it's
better captain.
not. It is not the same thing.
Yes, it is.
For those of you who are arpeggio blue steel enjoyers, I have a actual little miniature model Takao from arpeggio blue steel.
I'm sorry.
It's literally the same thing. Every command XP he just spent, he's getting back this game.
Pretty
Right,
much.
but what
Pretty
you
much.
don't understand is
Takao is good. Takao
You-
is great in the anime.
money or
Money.
resources. And like he spent something.
Sometimes you
I got-
have to
I got
spend
more than that.
something
Hold
to
on.
gain something.
No, you don't. Like once you get 1,000,000 dubs, maybe I'll listen to your spending theories.
For you, you arpeggio blue steel enjoyers, here's episode 2 of the anime, or the manga, I mean, which has Takao on the cover. Okay. And then I also have this. Takao is in here someplace, right? This is actually wargaming playing cards. That is Girls und Panzer and arpeggio blue steel. Just putting that out there. So, I collect things.
But Putin is not approving.
Putin does not approve. That was very well timed, Putin. That was very well timed. We power indeed. All right.
I hate to say it, but I'm with Putin on this one.
Oh, it was hilarious. But hey, look,
Oh,
One,
Actually,
something
that's-
special for more gaming, I will gladly take. I mean, this was awesome. When I got this in the mail, I was so excited about it.
It's actually not even true. Like I'm not with Puddin. I'm not with you either. I'm completely indifferent about that. I just don't care.
Here, let's let me see if I can find Takao. Guys, this will be the last game. We'll do our first drawing for a CC container afterwards, and then we'll switch over. Let me see if I can find Takao. Oh, I found her. She's the Jack of Clubs.
Jack of
And then-
clubs, huh?
Yeah, and then so they do it with where clubs and spades are together. Or no, that's not her. Hold on.
Wait, they put the red camo on it on a black card?
No. I think this is her. I think it's the 8 of clubs. I'll have to double check because they have the actual characters. They have the actual characters. Oh no, it's the 3 of clubs. So the way they do it, it's really kind of cool. They've got the ship, so they've got the red Takao. This is the really sexy color, the red Takao. So they've got, that's the 3 of clubs, and then here's the 3 of spades. See, so Takao, 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 Takao. So there you have it. Very prized possession. You can take
should
these
sleeve
cards off
those
me with my
cards.
cold, dead hands. I will not sleep with the cards. I want to keep them nice.
Not sleep. You should sleeve them.
Oh, sleeve them. I could, but then I couldn't use the box.
Sleep with the card.
I'm thinking you should just soak them in gasoline and throw matches at them and see which one burns faster.
I know some weeps are weird, but sleeping with cards sounds.
Well, I thought
Sounds
that's what
even
you were
beyond
saying,
them.
Grunty, because, you know, you've got this thing, you know? You want to keep them nice? Why you touch them? That's right, Wygar. Takao knows Kung Pao. Look, at some point, Takao, or all the cards will probably die anyway, so.
Oh my god, Puddin is getting CV sniped by a bot.
Maybe I'm just getting my AR.
You don't even have AR, you're a carrier.
How do you know?
Because I play carrier. I know the carrier skills.
Well,
Look, Grunty, I'm actually
Clearly
spotting
this-
for my teammates.
clearly somebody doesn't want my utility smoke.
Do you? I don't see any spots here.
Yeah, the
Now-
Normandy.
Too many tickets means that Coughlin is entered already. So if you're not sure if you've entered, just do it again. It's over 9,000.
There's gonna be nothing here again on this side, isn't
Oh my
it?
god, Grunty smoked up.
No, I
Oh god.
put in. Stop trolling. Or get good at it.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Colin Smith, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Make sure you type exclamation point ticket to get in for our CC container giveaway. Come on, get the kill, get the kill, get the kill. Yes! Hey, Migs. Thought I saw you earlier.
Time to set the world on fire.
You missed.
Hey, Queen, you need to burn.
Ooh, that's a Ramat. Ah, nice. Flood on the Normandy. That's what you might want to back up.
Yeah, I'm turning around.
Yeesh. Hey, came in for you. Thank you for lurking. Hey, not Project Ace. What's going on? How have you been? Get the next stream raiders going.
What is happening here?
You're complaining?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thought so. Project Ace, I found you playing Manor Lords recently, didn't I? Give me a moment, I'll do the thing for you. Here we go. Project Ace is somebody, not Project Ace, is somebody that I found recently doing Manor Lords while I was looking for awesome people to possibly fundraise for Stack Up over there. Project Ace, you should have got an email from me. Let me double check my entry here. Yeah, 5-3. Oh, you're gonna get an email from me. Ha! He was good though. He was a cool dude. Oh, I can shoot the new mechs. Shoot the new mechs. Oh, wait. Wait for it. For 87, what's up? Sees nuts. Hello, hello.
We definitely need to do replay analysis.
I need
Grunty
go
wants to
smoke up
know,
the
why does he
carrier
suck
before
so much?
He kills him.
Yeah, but I'm not getting to it.
Well, I was gonna torpedo the new mechs. Oh, you know what? I'll torpedo the Derflinger. That'll work. You missed a drawing, you have an excuse? Food? You haven't missed it yet, hard case. We're gonna do it after this game because we're gonna transition to replay analysis. Should be a lot of fun. Thutswit,
Yep.
can you come back?
Oh yeah, I just been they're focusing on me, so I've been.
I look at the mini map and you're like 3 grid squares. You're like, ah!
Yeah, I'm good.
Help me, Obi-Wan Thutswit. You're my only hope.
I have a lot of range on this thing.
Their flinger? I hardly know her. Right? Right? Oh, good. I booted up one or my Yoshi replays to see which one it is. Ah.
I can pretty much shoot everything but the Ranger.
I still
can
think
shoot the Ranger.
you would have been better off getting the Brisbane, but that's okay. Oh, you know, I forgot. Puddin's got smoke. I should have been asking him for that a while ago.
Whoa! Whoa! If you need a smoke, you should have brought a ship with it.
That's right. That's
Putin
fair.
is just wasting his smoke to block vision and tell me that I'm not spotting.
Right.
That doesn't sound like Puddin at all. What are you talking about?
No.
You're asleep when the rest of the messages were sent. Oh, okay.
Well, fine. If that's the way you guys are gonna be. There, I used my smoke.
There you go. You smoked yourself. Nice. Now you can get into the game.
No, I didn't smoke myself. It's in front of me. If you're gonna do bad smoke, just completely screw it
See,
all up.
are you drawing a smoke penis? Is that what you're doing?
No.
I don't think he's long enough for that.
Donut? We're gonna go with a half a donut.
Is Putin ignoring that comment?
We're ignoring what?
Scented smoke? Yes. It's a scented smoke. Oh my god, that sounded terrible.
I said you can't draw
Oh, look, a
smoke
destroyer.
penis
At 30 HP.
because it's not long enough.
Okay, your point's what? I'm a bad drawer and I'm short.
Die. Yeah,
I'm on my
torpedo-based
way,
destroyers are bad in asymmetric Zath. Don't play it, Zath. Excuse me.
Try it again when playing solo, and then come back.
Well, not my fault you don't have friends to bring in.
I
Bingo.
guess. Hey, who's stealing my damage here?
Who gave Zath the destroyer? Me. I did.
All right,
Oh,
smokes
thanks,
half.
Puddin'. Thank you. I saw that circle going up right there. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, frickin' Puddin'.
Oh, okay.
Look, I came in second.
I probably came in dead last, didn't I?
For the
No, you
Zathua's
didn't.
everything, a destroyer, yes. And yes, you came in dead last. Grunty even beat you by
Nice.
4 XP.
Well, because I was too busy trying to smoke my teammates instead of getting damaged because I got complaints.
Congrats, Zato. Rygar, so the bots do dodge torpedoes. What you need to do is you need to hit the X button to drop. If you noticed, I was hitting the X button to drop my target lock as I was firing on them. All right, here's the deal, y'all. We're going to switch over to our replay analysis portion of the stream. I need to go get more dirty water. We need to get this going for Stream Raiders. And I'll give you guys something to do. But first, before we get to that, I got time. Before we get to that, I need to read a little something about our friend that just jumped in earlier, who I found while scouting for Stack Up. Greetings, noble seeker. Not Project Ace reigns over a realm of anime and old-school RuneScape with a serene yet regal touch. Their latest chronicle in Manor Lords foretold a grim tale. Everyone's dead. Yet, in their country gatherings, they've strummed melodies and engaged in strategic jousts. From music clicking symphonies to leading Project Phoenix into fierce tourney clashes. Join for a chill ambience and witness their iron will in competition. Twitch.tv/NotProjectAce. If you need the link, scroll up and you'll see it there. I love how the AI even figured the death pick would go well with everyone's dead. That's impressive. That is impressive. All right. Giveaway drawn complete goes to Brown at 777. Brown, if you are here, say something in chat, y'all. We're going to get some words on stream going. Y'all know the deal. If you find yourself something of a word that you would like to call out, type it into chat. That's all you have to do. In the meantime, I am going to go get some more dirty water. It's refill time. Tutwit, which of the ships did you do? Venezia or Krasny Krim?
Creme.
Krasny Krim. All right, so we'll start with that
Crazy
one.
creme.
Yeah, the tier 5. Krispy Kreme. All right, 3-minute ad break will start now, just so we get some time built up for us to do our replay analysis. I shall return momentarily with more booze. Be right back. Don't worry, I'm very careful about what I'm drinking tonight.
I got the Kiev. No more Minsk. Finally.
I am back. Did you miss me? Because I missed you.
I thought you were missing yourself.
Ew, no. All right. Let's do this. Let's go to stream screen. Krasny Krim, let's go. You are a good Duckman. Look at you. 37 stars. Wolfie with 16 and Flasher Gordon with 13. Quit missing. Aim better. Fair enough.
Okay, excuse me, what? So that's the Rugi leaderboard thing?
Huh?
When did that start?
I don't know. Either when the announcement said it was or at reset. One of the two. Thought Twit, is there a death pick in this game?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, I'll hold off on that. Today, yes.
Because today,
Hmm?
there's a person that has 105,000 base XP already.
Yeah, we were talking about in the
What?
Discord earlier. It's either a bot or
Excuse
somebody has
me?
no life. One of the two. But that's okay. Look, let's be real. If anybody actually thought they had a chance to win this event, they were kidding themselves. They had no idea, right? It's just, it is what it is. For those of you guys that don't understand what we're talking about, let me get to it and I can show you guys. I'll link it in the chat. Of course, MK Note. That's the whole idea of us being here. Is you can absolutely be a part of that. Okay.
Like even if
So this is the event we're talking about. Right here. Pursuit of Tsurugi. Okay. Go to event page. And you can see right here. This is what you're talking about. 105,000. Now, the top five win a Tsurugi, 1,000 steel. Oh boy, 2 permanent camouflages and a Samurai's Pride dedicated commemorative flag. And then
Like,
you can
even
see
if
here.
we assume a ridiculous 2,000 base XP per game, which is
Cheers, everyone.
completely unrealistic, that's like over 50 games.
Well, John the Ruthless is currently in 15th. So,
And he doesn't even have half the points of the first one.
nope. But anyways, let's get to our replay so we don't get too off topic and spend hours on things that really don't matter for us. So, Thudtwit has redeemed Cover My Replay to force us to do Krosny Krim. Those of you that are new to the channel, one of the things that you can earn is channel points. And when you get enough, you have a channel point redemption for Cover My Replay. Now, you can earn those points on my main channel and on my rerun channel. So when my rerun channel is live, you're welcome to go park yourself there, lurk away, get some points, and trigger Cover My Replay over there. So that's what triggered to Cover My Replay, and let's talk a little bit about the Krasny Krim at tier 5. A lot of people call her the Krispy Kreme, the Crazy Krim, whatever, because frankly, she's just a whole bunch of guns. And like a Svetlana Hull, if I recall, gets smashed pretty easily at tier 5, especially when you can see tier 6 and tier 7s. But she's a crazy boat. She's got really, if I remember right, pretty good range on her main guns. 14 kilometers isn't too bad at tier 5. And you basically just sail her around firing all your guns like crazy. So when we do replay analysis, guys, we take a look at the player's build, give some feedback for that, and then we take a look at the battle, watch how that works, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, Hog, I'm the same with you. I just click. If I see there's an event, I enter it, and then I just forget it. I don't even worry about it. So, all right. So, Thudtwit, you've got main armaments modification 1, damage control system modification 1, aiming systems modification 1. One of these 3 I dislike. Thudtwit, which one do you think it is?
The third one.
Door number 1, door
it's
number
number
2,
2.
or door number 3, and then not number 3. It is door number 2. Door number 2. Why? Because damage control system modification 1 is pretty useless on a cruiser. This is good to have on, I don't know, maybe a battleship. But for anything that has a good chance of losing its engines and its rudder, you absolutely want engine room protection. You need to keep your engines alive and running as long as possible. So you definitely want to go for engine room protection instead of fire and flood. Okay?
Roger.
Now,
Yeah, I see that.
you could also go for hydroacoustic search modification 1 if you want to shell out the coal. I always tell people, this is for a ship that you play religiously, like at least once a day. If you don't, it's really not worth the coal to throw it on. Although, you know, websites tell you, hey, this is good, doesn't mean that you have to do it. Don't just blindly follow anybody. But this comes in handy. Now I see I've pulled a grunty and looked ahead, and I see you've got last stand equipped. So these two together means that even if you lose your engine or your rudder, you can still maneuver and you can still get to safety after you've popped your DCP, and that is extremely important. All right, now, is this a special captain?
No.
Okay.
Standard 10. That's it.
Who is your Kuznetsov on?
Sorry?
Who is your Admiral Nikolai Kuznetsov on?
I don't know.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is Kuznetsov is great on any ship. And even at tier 5, having him on a cruiser is kind of nice. If he's on a battleship, for example, you can spec him in a special cruiser-specific role. Or if he's on a cruiser, like, say, Petropavlovsk, then you can just slap him on with Petro build and you'll be fine. Kuznetsov is just that good of a captain. When you get to a certain HP, I think it's 10%, you get an automatic heal and you get an automatic DCP. And you're harder to hit for the time of whatever. So Kuznetsov is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So
In general, like, why are you using a 10-point commander here? It's a premium ship. Don't you have any high-point Russian commander you could put on?
Oh, I have like 600 commanders, so
okay. So
I don't know what's on that.
Okay, so generally, if you've got somebody who's 18, 19, 20 points, I agree with Grunty. It's probably going to be better for you to put that captain on. Is this captain on any other ship? Is another way of asking
No.
it. Okay,
No.
that's your big problem right there. This is a premium ship. A lot of people don't understand this. With the Commander rework, you can put any captain on any premium ship. Any captain on any premium ship. And each captain has one build for each class. So if you've got a captain that's on a tech tree, battleship, destroyer, carrier, not so much in Soviet, but in other nations, submarines, you can take that captain and you can put it on a premium ship like this cruiser, and it will earn Commander XP progress towards that captain leveling up. That's how you play premium ships these days. A 10-pointer is garbage unless you're particularly trying to level up a 10-point captain on a tech tree ship. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm with Grunty on that. Ditch this captain altogether and put somebody else on. One of the things, and you said it yourself, you said you've got hundreds of these captains. Once upon a time, I actually maintained a spreadsheet of who's on what ship, how many points they had, and where I put them on secondary, in a sense. You can do that if you want. But in this game, fewer higher quality captains are golden. Absolute gold. So I would definitely consider that. Captains must be of compatible nation. Japanese can't be captain of USN. Well, there's a couple that can. Ovechkin, for example, one of the Ovechkins can be a captain for a Russian or Soviet ship and a US ship. I like to call him dual citizen. But it's very
It's the
rare that we
only-
have that. Yeah.
I'm actually not sure of. Thea Kreutzer might be able to be put on a Japanese ship as well.
I think there was one
That
other
might be
captain.
the other exception.
But there's nothing special about him, so there's no reason anybody cares about that. Ovechkin, there's a buffed survivability expert, so.
Yep. There's two Ovechkins actually that do it.
Mm-hmm.
I have an
Hockey
Asian.
one and the Tsar Ovechkin.
Mm-hmm.
I have an Asian commander that goes on both Japanese and Asian ships.
Okay, there you go. But they don't have anything special with them. All right.
Really? Eh?
So this is the standard captain. Let's get back to your build. You've got Last Stand, followed by Demolition Expert, followed by Adrenaline Rush, followed by Top Grade Gunner. Okay. I don't like the use of Demo Expert. At 2 points, 1% HE fire chance is kind of lackluster. It's okay, you spam a lot of shells, but you're talking about maybe 2 extra fires in a total game. You're far more,
The
in my
best
opinion.
fire chance on these guns.
In my opinion, you're far better off going for priority target, so you know people are going to target you, and if you're about to die, 9% with that Without it, and obviously it's 8%. I can't get rid of it for whatever. Oh, because I've got other skills here. So it's 8% base. So going from 8% to 9%, it's okay. But priority target gives you so much more information. You know how many people are targeting you to the point where you know if you need to really start dodging or not. Put it this way, if you're targeting one person, they're looking directly at you, and your priority target says 1, okay, you know if they're shooting at you. But if that number is, say, 4, okay, you need to be focusing more on who else is targeting you, who else is about to shoot you. That's huge information, especially in a cruiser at a lower tier, to have. So I'm a big fan of priority target in cruisers instead of demo. Adrenaline Rush is okay at tier 5. It's fine. You're going to take damage. You're going to pump out more. Survivability Expert is another good pick to have. That's typically my core build for cruisers is going to be Last Stand, Priority Target, Survivability Expert, and then finally Concealment. But you're just going for maximum damage and lulls, so that's fine. Top grade Gunner's okay.
Probably for a Kirov, take the heavy HE first, to be honest, for Krasny Krim. Over Adrenaline Rush.
You could do that too, because Krasny Krim you're probably going to spam HE only, so you can get away with this. Plus, it's under 149mm guns because they're 130s, so you don't have any negative impact to your ship detection. That said, I still think survivability is more important than doing damage, so I would still go survivability first. But yeah, this isn't a bad
That's
choice
fair.
either. Let me show you what I would do, Thutswit. Here's my core build. Boom, 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 boom. From there, Adrenaline Rush is just such a sexy... I mean, as you take damage, you fire more frequently. Heavy APG and SAP is a good choice as well. Where are we at for points? We got 5 more to go. You could do a 4-pointer, but if you do a 4-pointer, then you're stuck with a 1-pointer afterwards. There aren't any 2-pointers here that I really care about that much, so I'm actually willing to go with that route. I'd go with Top Grade Gunner then. And let's see, you only have 1 consumable that matters, so I don't worry about Consumable Specialist. Your turret traverse is pretty good as it is. Swift Fish, what's your torpedo range? I can't remember. Torpedoes.
It's probably bad. It's Russian.
Where's the torpedoes? Here. Range 5 kilometer. Yeah, so Swift Fish isn't gonna get you anywhere. That extra 5% doesn't matter at that range. Something's dead anyways. You're not changing ammunition types and incoming fire alert. Most people would say if you got priority target, you don't need both. So at that point, I'd probably just go grease the gears.
You could take the incoming fire alert and then get back your demo expert if you really wanted. What's the concealment of the Krasny?
Well, with concealment expert, it's 11. It's basically 12.
Okay, that top grade gunner is pretty okay then, with 12-kilometer concealment.
Because for
Gotta
top
get
grade,
that active.
for top grade gunner to work, you have to have an enemy within that range. So that's fine. Cthulhu, I did ask about this, and no, he is not retraining. He just threw this captain on at 10 points because he had a whole bunch of captains and didn't know what else to do. And frankly,
I have a captain on every ship, and I've never moved them. So
right.
You
Which,
should.
which, as we've described, is inefficient simply because you're not growing your core commanders, the commanders for ships that are most important to you. You're not growing
Right.
those. So
I need to start doing that. That's true.
Yeah. Take some time. It doesn't take much, but just take some time. Throw up a Google sheet, make a tab for each nation if you want, or just have a grid. You know, on one is each nation, and then on the side is like the different ship and what captain is on that ship. And then if you can, try to find places where you can duplicate, especially your higher point valued commanders. If you got 21 pointers, that 21 point captain needs to be on multiple ships, 1 tech tree, and as many premium ships as you can horm around to. Okay? That's very important because as you're playing that ship with a 21 point captain, you get the buffs built into it, and on top of that, you do get some elite commander XP. Not as much as if it was a 20 point or lower, but it's still good to have. And that's when you start building up your XP base so that if you need to, you could do what I did when I was streaming earlier and just pop yourself a 21 point captain. So
You can probably dismiss a lot of your 10-point captains and get elite commander points for that, and then pump a couple of captains up to maybe even 21.
I wouldn't dismiss any 10-pointers. If you want, you can dismiss 3-pointers or something like that. I wouldn't dismiss any because you have to
If
pay
he
a.
has 600 ships and 600 captains, he doesn't need 610-point captains.
Look, at some point in the game, they're going to get to that point. Just take them, throw them in reserve, and move on. Like I wouldn't dismiss them. Not at 10 points. Absolutely not at 10 points. At 3 or lower, dismiss them. Get rid of them. Even if they're under 10, get rid of them. That's fine. But in my opinion, keep your 10-pointers. Take your hard case.
Gotcha.
All right. Signals. You ain't got any. It's a random battle. It's a tier 5. You probably don't care, right?
No, didn't.
It's fair. Okay. I am sweating like crazy. Let's get into our game. Now,
I mainly like this ship because it just has so many freaking guns. It doesn't matter what direction you're looking, you have a gun to shoot.
well, it's Soviet. You have to have guns everywhere because that's how the
it's-
Soviet Navy went, right? Like,
I think it's a great ship if you're top tier, but it gets significantly worse if you get up tiered.
now, funny you say that because you are bottom tier. There's a Leon that's problematic for you. A Fuso and Texas are also problematic for you. Endracht, Mysore, Spey are all problematic for you as well. Mysore because it only shoots AP, so you can't show it side. Endracht will smash you if you show it side. Graf Spey will smash you if you show it side. Destroyers are your food, and the submarine, well, it's a submarine. And look, you have 1 roll-off depth charge. Woohoo! Okay, this is neighbors. Why are you moving forward right now?
I was just moving forward to find
Get
people
shot at?
and then then basically do a quick turnaround. So that was
Bad
my
idea.
plan.
Bad idea.
Okay.
You're bottom tier, as Grundy said. You're gonna get smashed, especially if out in the open. Okay, where are the enemies going? They're going this way to A, or they're going to C. If you're going into the middle and you get spotted, guess what? Everybody's gonna shoot at you. If everybody's shooting at you, you have no chance to dodge all that incoming fire because it's coming from 2 different angles that are roughly, say, 60 degrees apart, which means somebody's probably going to smash you hard. Place that
You
I
have
would
a
be.
hard time going dark because the concealment isn't great on your build.
Well, that as well, because you don't have concealment expert. Now, where I would be heading in this map is I'd be heading towards Sea Cap. There's 1, 2, 3 islands, 4 islands at the extreme range that you can hide behind if you need to. Use that to disengage. Okay? You can use that to hop from one island to the next, to the next, to the next. And you have to think of an island as your shield. Okay? You've seen the movie 300, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Spartans, when they all marched and stuff, they had a shield in their left hand. And remember, they always said you had to hold the shield up, right? So you can use your spear, whatever, your sword in your right hand, but you always held that shield up on your left. The island is your shield that you hold up. So you have to find an island to hold up your shield, okay? And that island blocks line of sight. You can't be seen if you're behind an island from that shield, and your enemy's on the other side of it. It blocks torpedoes, and it blocks any guns that are being fired at you. So that's really important. Yeah, stopping is a good idea, and turning around and running is also a good idea. You are very fortunate, though. Nobody seems to take an interest in you just yet. Although there's a Fuso spotted, and you're currently broadside to him, so I wouldn't be surprised if he might, Japanese shotgun you.
I agree that the sea cap is better because of the islands, but he did spawn more towards the A cap, so...
Oh, yeah, so fine, go to the A cap. He spawned in the middle, in my opinion, so he has the unique ability to choose. If he was on the A side flank, he's stuck there, right? If he's on the C side flank, he's stuck there. He can choose where he goes. He chose to go right up the middle and be shot at from everybody, which is okay because you're not dead yet.
This is super aggressive, though, like... Especially, like... I would really like to know how many people were targeting me.
And this is where priority target comes in play, right? You know immediately, do I need to disengage? If that number is 3, 4, 5, I gotta get the hell out of here, right? You're going away. That's where priority target comes in handy. I like the chat and communication there saying, I got your back, Mr. Sub. Ed Ray coming in.
So I turned around here with the idea of supporting the DD in the center,
Yeah, Cat. Yeah, I see that.
and that's why I decided to really push against the Fubuki.
Okay.
But you didn't even know that the Fubuki was still here when you made that decision, because your
Yes.
destroyer was capping, which meant that the enemy destroyer, left that smoke screen here. For all you know, he could get over to the sea cap as well.
Yes, you're right.
We're kind of lucky he popped up here again.
Sure. At the end of the day, you got a few hits on him. Did some damage. You didn't get the kill, though. He was wise enough to run away. The big problem, though, is... where do you go now? You're in the middle of the map again, still.
Yeah.
Nobody's really here.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. So, again, if you had gone to the flanks, you'd have a lot more things to shoot at, and they'd be distracted by shooting at other things. Right now, you have to decide where to go. This is when you probably should be running your hydro, because the ACAT is leaving the B cap, so he will not detect any torpedoes in front of you. The Fubuki was last spotted going the other way, so if you think about that, where are they going to come from? Probably the north. So hydroacoustic search will help you. It will help the Ishmael as well, possibly, depending how close you get to him. Yeah, if your priority target reaches 11, it's time to consider going back to port and playing another game. Because it's going to happen soon. And if your priority target goes up to like 13, you're probably playing ranked battles. Anybody get the joke?
Yeah, but
Thanks, I'm here all week. Oh, it is funny, because you know it's real, it's true. I don't know why you're looking at this island. Ah, okay, there you go.
So you're here tomorrow, then, from what I'm hearing. You guys heard it here. Zat is here tomorrow.
I might be. I'm talking to the wife about that.
2 weekday streams.
I know. What did we do wrong? I mean, right.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I really want to play Manor Lords, so I might do that and stream it tomorrow night, but I have to talk to the wife about it and decide. Speaking of which, it is May, which is Asian Pacific Islander month, and supposedly I'm also on one of the featured channel lists from Twitch, so when I'm live, more people see me and find me that way. If anybody is here because of that, I'd really like to know.
I do not like that you're zoomed in the whole time here without looking at anything else.
Oh, it's fine. He doesn't need to look at anything else. There's only one thing that could shoot at him. It's the Grash Bay.
Is it though?
Yeah. And look, he just got smashed by it. Again, this is where priority target comes into play. You would have known Mysore's targeting you, and this destroyer's targeting you, and this is the part right now you probably have a number 4 next to that exclamation point. And then you would know that it's time to stop worrying about shooting things and time to start thinking about, like, living.
I think you should have worried about that 2 minutes ago.
It doesn't matter. We got our first death pick of the night. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. When you send in a replay and you die, we take a death pick of your death glory because this game is just so doggone beautiful. But we almost never get to see it and enjoy it because, 1, if we're playing the game, we're too damn salty when we blow up, and 2, it happens pretty damn quick anyways.
What?
Oh,
I
very
never get
crispy.
salty when I die. I skip that and go right to extremely pissed off.
That's right. Now, fortunately for your team, the enemy has all gone to A. That everybody that's left is at A. So you're just going to sweep through C, your team at least, and hopefully they can do something before your enemy team kills everybody on your team.
Yes, they do fine.
Let's fast forward then, because you're dead, so it doesn't really matter. And yeah, of course, you gotta keep in mind, if you're dead, then there's really nothing else that you can do to support the game, to have an impact on the battle, and that's all bad. Note, you've only done 11,000 damage, which is kind of a feels bad number, frankly, right?
Oh, hold on. I will disagree. If you are dead, you can still do something.
Oh,
It is dependent upon people's ability to read and understand that you're trying to help. You kind of help your teammates if they're not paying attention to where something may or may not be. If something's low health, hey, maybe you guys should shoot this. Like, you can still give out information for people who are very, very tunnel visioned in a situation, right? You can also watch and learn what they're doing to live. Right now, that's probably more for you than them. But while that, like, you can't call out things, be like, Hey, battleship, there's this cruiser next to you. Stop shooting the other full health BB and yeet this cruiser. Help, you know,
Right.
help
So
this, you know.
you do have the ability to communicate with your teammates and try to help them. The problem is a lot of times teammates get frustrated with that and think that you're trying to tear them down. So you got to be careful with that. You got to be very careful with that. Best that is, again, you got to be careful with it. In ranked battles, you can try doing that. You can try to help your team out and stuff. I would say that's much more important than to start trying to turn your keyboard and tear down your teammates while they're playing the game. Because if that happens, guess what? You can lose the game. One of my favorite ranked battles, actually, I talked the enemy into a loss because I got them discussing which destroyer was better to play in ranked battles, and I literally got them fighting each other. And then, like, my one remaining teammate started getting in on it. I'm like, shut up! I'm trying to distract them so you can play the game and win it for us. And it worked. Anyway. So
I'm gonna say this: like, if you are offering and trying to actually be helpful and not being an asshole while you're doing it, the minute anybody pushes back, just stop. Like,
Yep.
you can't control these idiots in this game. You can try to help, and the minute they tell you all sorts of gamer words, just be like, okay, whatever, goodbye.
But I will say it like
continue to let you be dumb.
I will say it like this. If you're the kind of person that gets frustrated with your teammates and turns to your keyboard, you have the ability now to go back to port and your ship magically reappears and you can play it again. Just go play another battle and move on. Forget it. Anyway, fourth from the bottom. So you actually, hey, there were people that did worse than you. So that's cool, right?
Right. The enemy team.
Yeah, most of the enemy. Thanks, Puddin'.
Wow.
You did stuff and things. I don't know that it's really worth looking that much into the depth and detail for that. But honestly, like I said, I think the big thing for you is your early positioning. So let's take a look at the replay render again. I'm going to run Stream Raiders because it's ready to go. But just take a moment and look at your early positioning. Do you see how you're just... Hey guys, kill me. I'm amazed the Fuso never... he did shoot at you.
Oh my god, I'm so glad I missed this. I was putting the dogs.
He missed his first salvo. Alright, we're going back to Guardians music. Let's go. And then he ignored you. He shot the Scharnhorst instead of you. What is wrong with this Fuso? Oh, now he shot you again. Kinda hit.
What were you torping there for?
He saw smoke, so he torped it.
Right. What 4 kilometer torps that were never going to hit?
5 kilometer torps, and it was actually his own destroyer. He torped it. That was his teammate's destroyer.
I'm sorry.
I was not thinking right with the torps on this ship.
Most people that try to torp with their cruisers usually get themselves deleted because they're trying to torp. Just ignore them. They are an oh poop moment. Like, if you came around behind this island and coming in the Fusos right there, oh my god, I've got a torp.
Right. Why is my Lumia HUD Civ playing? That should not be here.
I mean, have we obviously talked about the first mistake?
Which is?
He hit the battle button.
What?
I had a feeling Puddin was gonna say this.
Come on, it's one of my lines, but if you're gonna go middle like that, I respect it, but you gotta be kited out. Like, if you're gonna go middle like that to try to support your destroyer to get that cap, which can be very big at early stages of the game, you've got to realize your detection. And once your detection is halfway into that cap, you need to be turning out and you need to kite it.
And that's why Priority Target is just so doggone good.
I'm a slave when it comes to my cruisers for Priority Target and RPF. And it's for 2 reasons. I want to kill the DDs because if your DDs live and theirs die, 90% of the time you will win the game.
Yep.
And if a submarine pops up somewhere. Because we all know my feelings on that. If you don't, come by my stream tomorrow because I'm sure I'll run into a sub game.
There you go. All right. Well, anything else? Any other questions from you, sir?
No, I was. It's helpful.
Here's another thing for food for thought. Like you spawned middle, but you were more towards the A side.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with heading towards the A side and just letting an Akazuki like chill out and be and helping that because you're really caught out in the middle here and not in a good spot. And lucky you haven't been yeeted.
Right.
You know, if you're down with the rest of the group, you can use your teammates' HP to your advantage and just let them be shot, not you. In the middle, you're by yourself. Don't kid yourself. Well, there's a DD, right? He doesn't want to get spotted and shot at all.
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of by yourself. Oh, look, there's a guy I can just yeetus deletus because he's in the middle broadside to me.
Right.
You know, so especially for the Krispy Kreme, it's really all about positioning because the ship is just so blah.
It kind of is,
Right.
isn't it?
It really took like I hate to say this, but like Flamin was like, "Care, let me play this thing," and even he's complaining about the ship the entire time about how bad it is, and how much work and how hard it was for him to actually get a decent game in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Humble complaints about everything. Just like we.
You know, so like if a Unicum player is telling everybody you really have to be on top of your game and really, really work hard, it's a very difficult ship to play.
Yep. All right. So what are we gonna title this one, y'all?
Puddin's an idiot still? I'm just gonna suggest that for everything at this point until we get it.
Honestly, I think you were just missing on awareness. That was your biggest problem, which got yourself killed. Fragile.
Yeah.
I just think it's just awareness. It's just
There's a number of times I should have turned and kited away and not kept going forward. So.
yeah. Well, and your initial positioning put you in that position too. If you'd gone to the islands at sea or even the island today, you would have lived a lot longer. Probably would have done more damage too. All right. Well, hey, either way, thanks for sending that one. It was a really good learning opportunity, which is the reason why we do this whole channel, you know?
That's right.
All right. So,
Wait, I thought we were here to show off replays.
I don't know. Staying Colts, thank you very much for the follow. What we're going to do now, guys, we're going to go get our next replay ready. This is a Venezia game by MK Note. So we're going to put Words on Stream back up. And y'all, I'm about to go ahead and do another ad break. Remember, while I've got ads up, if you don't like ads, I do have the stream open on YouTube. There are currently 7 of you chilling over on the YouTube side of things. You can absolutely go there too and dodge the ad break that way. Hey, Sergeant Sully, you're at work? No worries. Thanks for tuning in. All right, here we go.
I gotta run, Zap. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for being here, Thud. It was good to give you some feedback, especially with your commanders too.
Definitely.
I mean, it's a tier 6 ship too, isn't it?
The Crescent Crim is a 5. All right. Mr. Note, how are you? Cannot hear you. I saw you light up, though, so that's cool. MK Note, are you here? That's it. Thank you for lurking, man.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
And if we say no,
So it's actually pronounced M note, the K is silent.
Well, then, we learned something today. Okay. Cool. Thanks for the correction. I'll probably forget it a few times. Please correct me until I remember. It's just I'm bad with names.
That's fine.
All right. Thank you, M Note. See, I remembered once. Is there a death pick in this game, sir?
Instructions unclear.
Yes, there is a
Pronounce
death
the
pick in the
K.
game.
Yeah, instructions unclear. I'm gonna pronounce you a K note.
Emphasize the K. K note.
I could call you Mick Note. That'd be even worse, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
I've heard every combination of my last name, so
I'm-
it's.
I'm sure you
Shouldn't
have.
tell people that.
That's why I, Do you have any idea how many people mispronounce Zath?
Steve, then.
I get Zath. I get Zarth. I mean, people like to put extra letters in, so it is what it is. M Note. So where do you get that name from anyway?
It's my actual name. My last name is Note, and my first initial is M.
And your middle is K?
No, my last name is Knote, but it's pronounced Note.
Okay, got it.
Have you considered changing your name?
No, but that's not a bad idea.
Wow. Grunty with the savage responses. And Bass, now you're getting commercials that are in Spanish. Oh, say habla español. Sí. Buy this stuff. That's exciting. How the hell do you mispronounce Zath? I get it all the time. Zath? Zarth? I don't
People
know.
who are not fans of Babylon 5.
People who are not fans of Babylon 5 or Baths. You can tell if people like Baths or not because they pronounce it properly. Anyway, the ad break is over. Let's get into our replay. So this is M Note in Venezia. I'm excited for this. You used to cover my replay to force that, and let's go ahead and take a look. What was I looking up?
Before we do, I
resolution.
would like to I would like to draw your attention to the two enemy Montanas, or one of them in particular.
Yeah. Puddin' is in there.
What?
Please tell me put it nice.
Are we having another I'd be Puddin' moment?
I don't know. We'll find out. Pretty loaded team on the enemy team with Puddin', 2 MHGs in a division. That's a scary thought as well. And an Essex. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to your build. And let's talk about the Venezia a little bit and her characteristics. So she's the tier 10 Italian, the pasta boat. Very good ship. Great at the flanks. She's got 2 or 3 millimeter sap shells. Now the sap is really important, especially in clan battles, because the sap will penetrate 50 millimeters of armor. That's a very important number because it penetrates Moskva, it penetrates Stalingrad, penetrates a lot of like German battleships that have 50 millimeter deck armor. So it's very handy. Puddin', do me a favor and shout Arshaya out, if you don't mind. Arshaya is somebody else that I found, working for Stack Up.
Yeah, Spider does. What it does,
What-
I have
what-
no idea.
What does the Pizza Lovers code do? Look, you put the code in, you play the game, and you move on with life. I don't know what else to tell you, Elusive. All I know is it works and it's there, just like Arshaya works. Go check her out if you like weeb things. And League of Legends, as you can see in the clip. So anyways, in clan battles and competitive, Venezia is actually really strong on the flanks for taking out ships that are basically sitting bow in and kind of playing the reversing game and stuff like that. In random battles, she's okay. If you can get on a flank again and you can support a fellow destroyer that spots an enemy destroyer, you can smash it with your sap salvo because it does a lot of damage. Also, if you can get on the flank of a cruiser while dark, you can put AP into it and just laugh as it blows up. However, there are some ships that will blow you up.
Speaking about going dark, this is a lighthouse build.
Yeah, so let's go ahead, back up to the top, and let's take a look at M Note's build in the Venezia. So you are starting out with main armaments mod 1, engine room protection, aiming system, steering gears, unique upgrade, and then main battery reload. All right, first of all, I need to know, what is your maneuverability? With steering gears, your rudder shift time is 10.85 seconds. So absolutely, I agree with using rudder shift here. Because you don't have hydro, so that is very important to help dodge torpedoes and incoming fire. The unique upgrade. This is in place of concealment module, so your concealment goes out farther, and obviously you lose that debuff of enemy ships firing at you, and they lose 5% of accuracy. But you don't have that, so they're a little bit more accurate when they shoot at you. However, you do get great cooldown time on your smoke generator, 55%. Look at this cooldown, 77 seconds. Sexy. And you get 2 extra consumable charges of your smoke generator. I'm guessing you're running, yep, Superintendent, so that gives you 5 total charges of smoke. Now you've got spotting aircraft, which makes perfect sense because when you're using your smoke, you want to be able to put your spotting aircraft up so you can spot and things. You're welcome, Arshaya. And that helps you with spotting stuff. You also have repair party. Just in this patch, you get submarine surveillance, so you can go and hunt subs early in game and die for it because it's too early to hunt subs. But that's a different topic.
I will say that comes in handy this game.
Oh, thank God, because I haven't seen it come in handy yet. And you got that exhaust smoke generator, what I call the deep water smoke, because you can move forward at full speed and you can be dark. Is this Sansonetti?
It is, yes.
Okay. Sansonetti is very well suited to the Venezia, and his build can also be used mostly on a Napoli as well, so that's fine. And of course, you can put him on any premium other ships or other classes. So you've got Grease the Gears, Consumable Enhancements, Superintendent, Gunfeeder, Adrenaline Rush, Priority Target, Eye in the Sky, Heavy HE and SAP, and then Top Grade Gunner. This is a very aggressive, damage-focused build. Now, there's a couple things here. Gunfeeder is very helpful. You need to be able to use the correct ammo choice. So, Broadside Cruiser, switch to AP. Destroyer, switch to SAP. Battleship or Bow-on Cruiser, probably going to use SAP. Probably. So having this is very handy because you need to be able to change ammo types. Eye in the Sky. Now, this actually jives very well with your unique upgrade. If you're not running a unique upgrade, you don't need to be running Eye in the Sky. These two work well together because you want to try to get these to be about the same timing-wise. You'll note action time is 48 seconds. Action time for spotting aircraft is 100. So there's about a 50-second difference here between the two of them. Your cooldown time for spotting aircraft is a little bit longer, and your cooldown time for smoke generator is shorter. So essentially, your both of these consumables are basically available around the same time. Yes?
Yeah, I will say that one of the things that I noticed watching this replay back is that I don't use the spotter plane as much as I should, and you'll see a few instances of that in this game.
So, and that's very important. If you're going to invest the points into having these both be available at about the same time, you need to be in the habit of, I use one, I use the other immediately. It's no different than I use smoke, I use hydro, right? If you're going to sit and smoke, I'm going to use hydro. You have to use these two together because it's so important to keep the two charges around the same timing later on down in the match. So that's good feedback that you've already figured out for yourself. I like Priority Target. Makes sense to me. Adrenaline Rush is fine. Superintendent's fine. Heavy HE shells, okay. And SAP, okay. I'm not sure about this one. Top Grade Gunner is fine. I'm not sure about this because of two things. It only impacts your HE damage, or your SAP damage, I should say, which is probably your bread and butter for the ship anyway. But the other big one is, I mean, you're spotted from outer space now.
Yeah, actually, my base spotting range is greater than my gun range.
Yeah. Where's your gun range?
I think it's fine because, like, you kind of want it with this lighthouse build. You're missing the concealment anyway from the unique upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going the unique upgrade route, you might as well go the full lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty much my logic too.
Okay. Hujam brings up a good point, though, and that is that if you're going lighthouse, you might also want to be considering outnumbered because it helps your dispersion. You get 10% tighter accuracy, and you're faster too, so it makes it a little bit harder for you to be blapped. But I mean, honestly,
I don't
that's
see how you fit it in though.
you have to get
Yeah,
rid of top grade
that's-
gunner. You have to drop top
Ah.
grade. That's it. So
The only way I see how you fit it in is if you drop the priority target and the spotter plane.
You
in
can
the
do that too.
G2s.
you could do that too. The ship has a suit me sign on it. That's correct, Wolfie.
Also, like Venetia has regular cruiser dispersion.
Mm-hmm.
Outnumbered on regular cruiser dispersion is not that beneficial. Like it's obviously good having 10% more accuracy, like, but it's not making your guns from inaccurate to accurate, like as it would on a battle cruiser.
See, I agree with Hujam. I feel like it makes a big difference, especially at the long range that you're probably going to be fighting at in the early stages of a battle in Venezia. So, I wouldn't mind trying it myself. Hujam, since you played a lot, I would defer to you. Would you recommend dropping Top Grade Gunner to take outnumbered, or would you recommend dropping consumables, enhancements, and priority target? Consumables enhancements, frankly, isn't that important because you have the extra charges anyways. You probably aren't going to need the duration on top. So if you drop this, you can use these two. You can cycle them back quicker that way. So that's a consideration.
I don't get the thing with, by the way, with
So you would drop both. Okay. Don't get the thing with what?
like why is outnumbered in the question with the lighthouse build in particular?
What do you mean?
Like what does outnumbered have to do with a lighthouse build?
Because if you have more ships in your range than you do your teammates, then you get the bonus. So if you're playing Venezia, especially out on the flanks, that's, then that makes sense. Note that this is the recommended build. Let's just put that out there.
But it doesn't have anything to do with your concealment. So like
Outnumbered says, improves your ship's characteristics while the number of allies within your ship's main battery firing range doesn't exceed the number. Okay. I can see that. Now, but this is main battery fire. Yeah, so it has nothing to do with the extra.
it has nothing to do with
Yeah, I
a
see
lot of
that.
skills.
Okay. Anyway, you can see another couple builds here on the build sheet. Honestly, it comes down to how you use it. And M-Note, if you've played the ship a lot and you found great success with this build, then keep it.
It's my
Right?
fourth
Great
most.
outnumbers is great in asymmetric battles because there's only like four other of your own ships and a lot of bots, so you're properly outnumbered.
Fair.
But in random battles,
Anyway, M-Note, what were you saying?
I was saying that this is actually my fourth most played ship, and it's probably become my favorite ship in the game.
Okay, so my guess is you found a build that works for you. Fantastic. That's what we keep talking about in this channel is you find a build that works for you. There you have it. We've given you some
Unless
feedback.
you're shooting me, then all bets are off.
We've
need to
given
go
you
with the
some
worst
feedback.
possible build.
Of all of these skills here, I do agree with Hujam that you could probably make the argument for getting rid of consumables enhancements. Honestly, if you got rid of consumables enhancements and picked up consumable specialist so that your consumable spike, cycle through that much quicker, that does free up the ability to grab last stand, for example, which might help with your survivability. You'd have
That's a
to
good
play.
point.
Yeah, you'd have to play around with it and see. I don't think I would take Swift Fish, even if it's buffed with Sansonetti, but I mean, this might be nice. Food for thought. Signal flags. Ramming, anti-debt, heal boosting, smoke, which makes sense on a smoke cruiser, ship speed, consumable reload, anti-air, I'm very curious about anti-air. Why are you running anti-air? Just because you have plenty of them?
Mostly because I'm not sure what other flags I would run.
Okay. I would absolutely run a fire extinguishing time flag. This comes in very
Okay,
handy.
fair.
If you're on fire, you have that debuff, you're detected from farther away. So, to me, this is a very important flag to run. You don't have hydro. There's a lot of chances that you're going to run into a sub or destroyer that's going to torpedo you. You're going to take a flood. So, I would take the fire and flood flags over an anti-air. I would just go like
Okay,
that.
that's fair. I mean, Venezia's anti-air isn't exactly anything to write home about anyway.
No, you're going to be out on the flank by yourself, so this doesn't really do much other than make you feel a little bit better that you're not shooting anything down.
What's
So.
the flooding chance on your own torpedoes?
Pretty decent, actually. Where is it? Flooding chance 230%. So you could make the argument for the flooding one. If you're going to take the anti-dead flag,
I would take the fire reduction over the flooding, but
I agree. Fire
but if
reduction
you
and
want to
flood.
drop the ramming too, you could take the flooding, for example.
You could drop the ramming for flooding. That's true. That's true. That's fair.
I disagree. You don't like if you've got the ramming. Like don't drop that for flooding chances.
Pudding is a fan of the ram flag. He will put the ram flag on everything he can.
It's the only ram he gets.
Yeah. So it's kind of embarrassing when you ram something that and you die and it lives literally because you forgot to put the cheapest flag in the game on.
We totally didn't see that in the Enterprise G tournament in a training room where flags come back on a press account.
Yeah, it's really embarrassing. It's literally the cheapest flag in the game.
Anyway, let's take a look at the game as it has begun. You got carriers to deal with, you got Puddin to deal with, you got an MHG division to deal with. So tell us your thought process, Note, if you don't mind.
So, like you said, play the flanks. So I'm planning on supporting the Kleber over on the right flank.
Yep, on the seaside. Yep.
2 submarines as well, so it's gonna be one here.
Yep. Now you got.
I do
When
want to
did you
say
play this game?
2 weeks ago. I know you were streaming because I went on to the stream after this when I realized you were on it, and you were
Less than happy.
Yes, less than happy with some of of your teammates' play.
Right. Because
Green sniper.
If you would have said this was Tuesday game, I can already tell you the outcome.
I'm just messing with you. But anyway, early on, especially for a lighthouse and your spotter from the moon, I wouldn't go anywhere near this close to the Kleber. Even though you've got the ability to make Inky yourself, I think you would have been far better off just going straight to the 910 line, like literally 90-degree turn and go straight to it. Because look at where you're at right now. You are stuck bow in. You've got the ability to smoke and turn, but...
My idea when I start a game is I would like to get spotted and have the battleship shoot at me to light them up for everyone else, and then I dodge and smoke up to kind of turn out.
Okay. Plane up to help with spotting would be a good idea right now. Also, like we were talking about.
I think I remember this game.
Oh, look at chat. Gotta love chat. Chat's good.
Chat is filled
like
with the
such
smartest
a wasted smoke because of the
He's got
Trello.
5 of them.
He's got plenty of them. It's a unique upgrade, dude. I don't see. And here's where the plane. You could have been shooting him right now.
I am pretty sure that submarine is in your range.
It
Oh
is,
yeah, there's a
spoiler
Gato
alert.
right here. Yep, you just fired and you got detected by it. So well, there goes your spotting, your smoking. That's alright. You're smoking it anyways.
So why are you not using that consumable?
Because if he's on a surface, what's the point?
Yeah. It only. And here's where I use it.
Yep. And that's the smart time to use it when you're pretty sure he's dove, because that's what they typically will do. Unfortunately, you're not ready to support the gearing, but I mean, kill the sub. That's the better choice, right? Oh, good hits.
I would have delayed the second one, knowing that it was going to be down, because now he instantly repairs, so there's no oil slick for follow-up.
heal. Yep.
It is going to be a guesstimation. And with the submarine nerf, I mean buff of it turns on a freaking dime. It's literally a guess.
I don't
So-
know.
So I would agree with you, Puddin'. You stagger it, you wait for them to DCP, and then what would you say, Puddin'? 5 seconds in between?
Yeah, about 5 seconds. Like, especially considering you had them spotted. You can drop
So-
that first one, and once you see your consumables about to go down is when you can drop the second one.
It's
That
a
hopefully
Gato.
get
It
the
has-
oils.
It has 15 seconds DCP timer. And
Okay,
your
but-
submarine surveillance lasts 20 seconds.
But
So
what
you-
I'm
Okay.
generally, I would agree with you. Put count to 6 just to be safe, right? 6 because sometimes you count faster in your mind. Count to 6, drop the second one. The bigger issue here, in my opinion, note is you're not dropping another depth charge. Why aren't you putting another ASW down? It's up and it's available.
That's a
You've
good
got the
question.
range.
I don't know.
Okay, you might as well
mean-
take the shot.
Like,
Solid.
what's the worst thing? You get them to waste all his DCPs early?
Yeah, that's
Compass,
fair. It's
what's
not
your
like
question?
It costs me anything.
Yeah. Like, and that's what staggering does. Like, you got to remember,
Mm-hmm.
subs have limited DCPs.
Yes.
If you can get them to waste it early, that's actually going to push them back because now they can't afford to take those hits and burn DCPs that come back every 15 seconds because they're out.
Oh, if that code gives the streamer pizza, please use that code. I need pizza. I have no idea what the code's for, Compass. I just saw it on my Discord. I'm a simple man. I see a code, I put it in, and I don't worry about what it's for afterwards. I just play the game.
Yeah. Once it tells me I got something, I go, oh, that must have been from the code.
Yeah, and I don't even care because, frankly, it doesn't matter. Very rarely do I get excited about putting a code in because it's something I actually care about having.
I can't remember why I smoked you.
You're spotted by the Essex. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, you were spotted. Like,
But honestly, I'm with you. I wouldn't have smoked just yet. That being said, there was also the gearing, so you could have been worried about him doing bad things. Hold on. You're shooting in front of him. Now, I've got this wonderful fancy mod that tells me he's either sitting still or reversing.
I have the same mod
Okay, so why are you aiming in front?
because I'm predicting he's going to start moving forward.
Let's see if you're right. You actually took the time to go to AP, okay. And he ain't moving, so you switch to AP. There you go, good. This is going to be spicy, or it's going to really suck.
It's
And it
be
sucks.
spicy.
He started moving.
No, it's gonna suck.
Yeah,
He's
it's
either using
spicy
incoming-
suck, it's still spicy.
He's either using incoming fire alert, or he's got priority target. So,
In a
Whatever.
situation like that, you're better off ripple firing, predicting he moves forward, backwards, or stays the same.
just hold
Don't
down
just
left
go
mouse
all or
button and
nothing.
pray. And spray one way or another.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, especially when you run up against the Unicums that you know are going to do like some sort of speed juke and turn.
Capture that area.
Going all or nothing usually ends up with nothing, but if you go with a little of something, you get something.
I do run matchmaker monitor on my other screen, so I can tell, like who's a good player and whatnot, and I try to take that
Uh-oh.
into account.
Oh,
can't call
toxic
that
player right
anymore.
here.
Yeah, we can't call it that anymore. It's toxic. We have to call it karma monitor.
Ah, got it.
Imperial March with a German ship. Oh, watch this gearing disappear. 4 pence. He slowed down in front of you, the jerk. He's gonna reverse. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. He's reversing. Get in front of him.
I do get him, so
Hey, now, no
Of course.
spoilers.
okay.
Oh, that's the pasta boat. That's the spaghetti right there. Look at that.
Right. The Gary said, hold on, let me make this easy for you. I'll reverse.
While broadside, because I am, yeah. Well, he's still alive. Oh, never mind.
Right. What was that?
He's effectively dead.
The enemy warship.
Gamer
Yeah,
words
the
in chat,
bunker.
everybody. Good thing there's an ad break so you guys don't see the gamer words in chat. You and your virgin ears.
Well, clearly he's not, because he's been to my stream.
I watch Flamu. I'm not unused to it.
Like,
Ah.
guys, if you're that gearing in that situation, like, roll the dice, go forward and make the gamer turn and get yourself distance.
Yep. It's not worth sitting there backing up. But hey, you know what? He learned something this day when he got smashed by the Venezia sap.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah. By the way,
He-
plane up right there so you can. That way it's easier for you to aim. Doesn't matter.
I
He
think
stopped
this
anyway.
was one of the instances where I could have used it and didn't.
Worries. By the way, I actually met Flamu in person.
Me too.
Provide cover for that target.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow. Impressive.
Oh, my thought in turning here is I'm noticing the direction that the druid is going, and Venezia being what it is. I'm thinking, okay, let's see if I can do to the druid what I just did to the gearing.
Well, and I'm also looking at the Kremlin thinking you don't want to come out in front of him. So this is good
There's
too.
also that.
To me, that's the bigger thing, right? Like, let's not be dumb and show up right in front of a Kremlin while I'm in a cruiser. Any cruiser, at any range, especially at the range you're at. Like, wolf, he'll just yeet you, and then you'll be like, come on. Side note: when you play Kremlin and you shoot a Venezia like this, you can't kill him with beans, but you know that's another thing. Now you are up a ship, so take your time, get in position, do the thing. Okay, cool. Kremlin's dead. Now, here's the deal. In my opinion, don't kill the druid. This is another toxic CC suggestion. Since he's division with the Kremlin, make the Kremlin player suffer by having to play the game or sit in the game until the end. I am totally not a troll in real life.
All stations. Protect that
Why are you turning again? This is your
I
perfect opportunity to
don't
get into the B cap. This is your perfect opportunity. Just walk right into it. You can smoke yourself if you're worried. Get the cap. Easy XP.
I think I'm going after the druid again.
Okay, but the druid doesn't have torps, so what do you care? You know?
I mean, I don't disagree with this because he's letting the Ohio take all the damage.
Well, that's true too. But if you went into the B and then smoked, he'd be taking the damage anyway, and you'd be getting the cap.
Right. But then we'd have to hear about another wasted smoke from somebody.
Fair enough. Smog tips for psychological warfare. Damn right, Seabear. Seabear knows me enough, and so does Puddin. We actually absolutely do employ that psychological warfare. Wasted smoke alert.
Really unfortunate that the plane spotted you for a split second here.
Why?
I think at this point I forgot that the druid didn't have torpedoes and I was slowing down to avoid them. Either that or I was slowing down to try and get the cap.
Alright. Remember, you can always hit tab and look and be like, oh look, no torpedoes. Or, if you use the mod like I do, hold the Alt key and then look at the druid and be like, oh look, no torpedoes.
Puddin,
But
is that
it's
the
fair.
time where I talk about the wasted smoke?
No, because that was a decent smoke because it
Yep.
did let him get the cap.
And you surprised him too, and then he just died. Best secondary background music for me is a Sphinx album. Okay. Then request it if you want, Gamers Lounge, ! Song request, and the URL. Or YouTube title and author. Either's good. Puddin', you're still alive. Oh, you're in Montana, that's why. You're going to overmatch everything, I forgot. Actually, this might have been during your overmatch stream.
It could have been.
About 2 weeks ago is the right time.
Unfortunately, it was also part of the team didn't show up match.
Yeah, well, you overmatched the team. You can't do that. For those of you guys that don't know, Puddin also streams, and he had a very fun stream where he highlighted just how important overmatch is when he's playing the Montana and he can't overmatch anything. Yet he himself gets overmatched all the time.
Sounds like a skill issue.
No, it's totally not a skill issue. I mean, there were cruisers that overmatched his superstructure.
All right, and all I get is overpens because I overmatched too hard.
That's right. That's right. Were you undermatched?
What are you thinking here? Like this? Are you?
Wait, what do you mean? What is he thinking? He's thinking what every rational warships player thinks. There's a carrier I need to kill,
Yeah,
and I'm going
exactly.
for it.
Yep. Oh, Yamato. This is where priority target comes in handy.
Also, not being spotted comes in very handy.
Well, that's
Well,
minor
you know where the
detail.
carrier is at because look, there's a smoke cloud.
Yeah,
Puddin
I
is-
would be turning my guns to the right side.
I would agree. However, Puddin's last no makes me think Puddin's gonna. Oh, look, there's Puddin. Boss fight. Puddin's in his crocosaur.
Please.
There he goes.
Please tell me you don't die to Puddin.
I do not.
Aw, Puddin. You just overmatched him with your sap salvo. Plane up immediately.
It's a bit-
Plane up immediately. You gotta spot Puddin right away. Nope, you can't. Okay.
Yeah, this is again where I really should probably use my plane more. It's something I gotta
Yep.
learn to do.
But hey, you baited Puddin into shooting at you. Good job, Puddin. So now you're detected, or he's detected. So you don't need the plane. So there you go. And you got a teammate that's gonna overmatch him. Oh look, the overmatch.
I'm pretty sure I shot Yamato.
You did.
He would have been spotted anyway by the CV planes, but
All right. Well, 2 torpedo hits on Puddin, and you're behind the island. Very smart. I might keep going north at this point. There's really no point to go south of this island. You're turning in. All right. You've just sealed your own death. Like that's it. You're dead. You just don't even know it yet, because the Yamato's gonna overmatch you.
What Yamato?
This Yamato, the one that's been yeeting him every chance he gets to fire at him.
I think Puddin is getting PTSD from this match.
Why?
Wait, Yamato didn't do anything?
Spoilers.
You can get up close to him and you can cheek him. You got 46 seconds till you can smoke again.
So this right here, this is the moment where I looked up and I noticed that there were 3 ships to 2, and I realized, oh,
You kind of need to be more cautious than what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yes. You are reckless.
but my thought was, if I can live to my next smoke, I can turn out.
Okay.
I think what you're doing here with your smoke, when you get it, you actually need to go straight at that Yamato.
I agree.
would
Get
agree.
onto his side
I would
and
just rush this idiot.
cheek him.
After the fact, I realized that that would have been the better play, but in the heat of the moment, that thought didn't even occur to me.
In the heat of the moment. You're not shooting at him? Ah, you want to go down.
How did you destroy? How did your submarine get? That's so bad.
Whatever. It's a submarine. It deserves to die. Yeah. So yeah, straight at him. But okay, fine. You're gonna go turn. Actually, you can put yourself in a position to go and yeet the Essex. So that could be kind of fun. Nope, you're gonna go on that side. Okay. I would have just gone straight for the Essex, frankly. You're in smoke for 24 seconds. That'll put you like right here. Torpedo him as you come out of it. Lol.
Yeah, you just. You
I
need
should
to
have been
kill one
more
of them
aggressive here.
Yeah. This is one of those odd cases you looked at the team comp and you said, oh crap, but it's already too late. You already were like super aggressive to get into this position, so yeah. Also, plane up again to spot things. Even if it gets killed by the Essex, who
Yeah.
cares?
You probably should pop your surveillance.
Oh,
You don't want to bring them all
absolutely.
back to port.
Absolutely. You can absolutely take a napoli in it like that, yes. Oh, up the butt? Up the butt. Didn't kill you, though. You might as well shoot now. Oh, look, the carrier decides he wants to die. That's cute. Right as you change to sap, too. Go figure. You went back to AP. Heal time.
You are so lucky.
Aw, he smoked himself, the jerk. And he's gonna smoke the Yamato at the same time. That's cute.
Don't worry, Yamato shot.
That's correct, he did.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target. Problem solved, sir.
Yeah, Pudding was less than complimentary to this Yamato's accuracy after the fact.
It's not like
Cincinnati.
Yamato's known for being the most accurate battleship in this game at any freaking range.
Not at all.
She's actually not.
You're aiming too low, by the way.
That's
you're gonna
all
use
that
sap-
wasn't accurate?
If you're going to use SAP, you need to be aiming higher. You want to hit the superstructure and maybe the upper deck. You're aiming a little bit on the low side. Look at that. One ricochet, one non-pen. You're aiming too low. And death by Essex planes, everybody.
What a jerk carrier. I hope you reported the carrier.
Nah, I don't like doing that unless.
Are you one of the people who
Trying
save
to find
your
the
reports
planes. Where's the
and
planes?
not use them all in the first game you play of the day?
No.
Oh, the planes are gone because they just killed you. That's what happened. I always like to get a screenshot with the planes when the planes kill, but, you know, no planes. Statch. Alright, let's drop the HUD anyway.
You win that game.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
I will say it's close to being done.
I mean, you are losing. But you got 2 points, 2 cap points. So it comes down to if the Yamato can get to B, which he should be able to. 6 is going to get an
I'm
A.
sorry.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying he should be able to, right? That's what you're hoping is going to happen. And this is the part where Puddin probably goes off on his teammate.
Actually, the Yamato getting
beached.
into B doesn't matter
it
because the Malta
Sure it
can
does.
just reset it over and over.
Right, but look where his Malta is. Granted, our Yamato doesn't know, but look where their Malta is. So if
And-
he straight line straight into B, lets the carrier get this cap, and then starts ticking or delaying B,
Yep.
he can also be shooting the Malta that will
Yeah,
be
that's-
spotted.
That's what it will come down to, like if the Malta lives or not.
Right, but because the Yamato doesn't know how to dodge an island Bogsy putting away.
Look,
Notice the
didn't
Malta-
know how to drop a beached Yamato, so that
With
equals
a
out.
terrible drop. Terrible drop. That's okay. He's
How does it
practicing.
equal out?
He's learning. He's learning. So, note, obviously, when you see a Yamato all by itself like that and you got smoke, just charge him.
Like, you basically had
think
two
that's something I'd
options.
note. Yeah.
Honestly, the better play probably would have been to charge the Essex and kill the Essex because there's no way the Malta loses to the Yamato.
You know, you had the opportunity to do that too once you decided not to charge the Yamato. But you charged, you know, what I'm saying is before you made that decision, just charge the damn Yamato and be done with it. Forget about the Essex.
Probably.
But when you turned away, okay, now charge the Essex, right?
Do you think the play was to go for the ram?
What
No.
play?
you could
your
just
play?
get close enough and
No.
If I charged the Yamato, would that
No,
be
no,
the
no, no, no.
idea?
All right, here. I paused the game. All right, now, obviously, the Yamato's in a different position than he was when I said to go charge him. Puddin', you already know where I'm going to go with this. But what you want to do is you want to charge the Yamato, and you want to get to about here. Okay? If you're about here, with your AP shells, you can cheek him right here. His Citadel
Really?
is...
I didn't know Venezia had the pin to do that.
With 203 millimeter guns at this range, yes. Remember, the closer range you have, the more pen you have. You can absolutely get onto his side. You can cheek him right here. He fires at you. You turn in to dodge most of the shells and the hurt. Then you turn out and you unleash your torpedoes. Let's say as you're continuing to come closer to him and you get onto his side like this and you torpedo him and you laugh because he's going to take 2 or 3 of the torpedoes, flood and whatnot. And by this point, your guns are up again. You can shoot him again and boom, you Citadel him again. Then he dies.
Okay.
You agree?
The other thing you got to remember, unlike every other battleship where turrets actually turn, Yamato's turrets really don't turn.
Bingo. You
So if
surprise
you
him.
can remain dark for as long as humanly possible, and then like say you don't do the cheek shot, but you torpedo the crap out of his broadside, just keep sailing straight because you can citadel the ass end of a Yamato fairly easy.
Now,
Right? While all that's going on, then guess what you get to do is use your other side torps to hit the X6 that came out in front of you.
now let's say that you're approaching and your smoke expires, and this is the shot you have in the Yamato. You shoot sap in the bow. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Remember, your sap pen's what, 54 millimeter, whatever. You'll pen the bow with your sap. So you hit that. Okay. But your goal is to get about this angle or more broadside to the Yamato. Okay, that's your goal. Like I said, you smack him right at you. You have to time it so that as soon as you're not dark anymore and you're visible, you fire and you're turning in. You're turning in because the Yamato's looking at you and says, "Oh, look, there's a Venetia." And if you start turning in, as soon as he sees you, he's going to miss.
He needs
Just
to be pretty much perfectly pre-aimed, or his droids are not gonna keep up with it.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the thing with the Yamato. Its turrets cannot keep up with anything rushing it.
Right.
Like
So-
the old strategy to kill a Yamato was to literally take the Montana and rush it and pray you didn't get nose hit because his
Right.
turrets could not keep up.
Right. Destiny Twitching, thank you for the follow, and Rob, thank you for the resub, man. Appreciate that. 23 months in a row, almost at 2 years. Almost a year. That's right. Isn't there a Citadel manual elsewhere? Citadel manual? I don't know about that. But anyway, there's an arm reviewer. We'll take a look at it after the replay's done, okay? But anyway, note, you understand? Like,
Yeah, no, all of that makes sense. It's just it's not something that I thought about.
no,
before. That makes
because
perfect sense.
because you're trained not to attack something like this. This is like the Super Star Destroyer in Star Wars, and you're gonna attack them. But honestly, yes, a Yamato. You know, its main guns are like turbo lasers. They're terrible against little starfighters and stuff. Now, against the Kurfürst, you ain't doing this. You know? So it depends on the ship, okay? But a Yamato, yeah, you're you know, okay. So anyway, there's the Yamato. He's trying to get into B cap, but he gets into it too late, and you're gonna win on time and points. I can already see it. Oh look, Malta's detected.
I mean, here's the other thing. Why is the X6 putting a smoke like this instead of not leading the guy into B cap?
He's trying to get the the Yamato to turn away.
Like,
And so lose the game? Yeah, I don't get that.
Yes, it's a fully armed and operational battle station. Why fool around? Because that's a game.
You can also make the argument: why did your Malta turn back in instead of going dark behind the island? Like,
quite
Did you
frankly,
see us
this
drop
is-
earlier? I'm sorry. Did you see us drop earlier? If you saw us drop earlier, you answered your own question. Not to be mean to that multiplayer, but come on. By the way, the
that was a pretty
multiplayer
bad
lived.
drop.
The Malta lived, so does it really matter, right?
Yes, both CVs lived, unfortunately.
No pelts were earned in this game. Anyway,
Essex had a better score than your winning Malta.
110,000 damage. Well, yeah, because the enemy Essex was... I don't recognize the name or the clan tag, but anyway, it's an Essex. So whatever, it doesn't matter. Malta, by the way, was nerfed. Clearly giga nerfed because he couldn't do anything. You came in first place, and I think that's what we need to highlight. You did really well. You did good, son. Let's go into the detailed report.
I
you
just want to point
smashed the
something
gearing.
out real quick.
What?
Putin was bitching about that Yamato, but he
Oh,
had
no.
a good
No, no.
XP.
Okay, congratulations on being the second best loser.
First best
Like,
loser.
the best loser. That is my attitude. Congratulations on being the best loser. You're still a
He
loser,
saved a star.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was third highest in the battle overall.
Now-
Right. Still a loser. Like,
I
that's
w-
my
I-
attitude.
I will say that I noticed that I don't know if you noticed this note, but when you were detected, he took a shot on you twice.
Yeah, and
He
one
knows
of
what
the
he's
times-
doing, at least.
in one of those times, I'm pretty sure he's the one who smashed me rather early in the game.
Oh, he did. He did. He hit you with 11 AP shells for 28,800 and change. So yes, he's the one that smashed you as you went to go hunt the sub early on. So yeah, like that Yamato knew what he was doing at range. At close range, at the end of the game, he didn't know what he's doing. And that's something that a lot of players lack, is the ability to... They understand the beginning of the game. They understand to shoot the cruisers and the range and aim and stuff like that. But they don't understand the decision-making necessary to win a game when it comes down to them and a couple other ships left, and that's it. That's an important skill, too. But it's one that takes a long time to figure out.
I also kind of showcased that a little bit by not choosing to rush the Yamato. If he'd been a better player, maybe he could have saved the game for that team.
Right, but I mean, that comes down to experience for both of you. So,
But you've also done one thing this Yamato player has not done at this point.
win?
Sent the replay in and asked, what could I have done better?
There you
That's
go.
true.
All right, are we ready to look at...
replay from that game?
Are we ready to look at the replay render? Let's do it.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's do it. And then I'm going to load into the game so I can pull up the armor profile and you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So yeah, early on, I really don't like this. I understand your thought process of I get spotted, I get shot at, and then I smoke, and then, haha, the battleships are detected. But I feel like that's a lot of risk that you're taking early on to spot battleships that just aren't going to die, you know?
It is risky, but the thing is like actually playing it, I've noticed that it usually pays off. Like at that range, and especially with the rudder shift mod, I'm able to dodge, and also speed juking. I'm able to dodge pretty much anything that comes my way, or at least take minimal damage.
Man, you guys really know your Andy Warhol. That's awesome.
But you're also not gaining much from it, to be honest. Like,
that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Put it this way, it's the risk of you dying very early or taking so much hit points of damage that you're combat ineffective for the entire game. It's just too high in my opinion. If you're in a destroyer, like a gunboat destroyer, by all means, open up and who cares. But
See, I'll disagree with these two.
Go for it. I hate
but
you.
With a couple of exceptions. If you're in a game and there's no carrier, sure, it does tell you where the at least one, like anybody who's got range is going. You are technically far enough away. You've got the double rudder. You can instantly hit your smoke turn because you've now gotten your team the information you wanted to get.
Well, I don't have double rudder. I just have the single rudder mod because the other one's the unique upgrade.
Right.
But with the carrier game, just let the carrier do the spotting at the start. Like quite literally.
Yep.
That's a good point too.
You're also giving up
no
away
need for
your
it.
position. Like, I mean, your concealment is
Yep.
bad anyway, but
This is true.
like one of
But
the
if
most
you're-
frightening things you could do if you're getting a destroyer and you want to contest a cap, and you see a Venetia popping out at the wrong time,
Run away.
and you get smacked at. But if I already know that the Venetia is there, I'm not giving you that shot.
Right. But the other thing is running a lighthouse build.
Yes. Also, Grunty, go
yeah,
to
he's
bed. What are you
conceit-
still up? What are you doing up this late? What is it? 3:30 a.m. local?
Yeah, you can add an hour.
4:30? Jesus. Anyway. So here's the part where you're like, I'm just gonna go and farm damage, and then all of a sudden you look at the team and you're like, oh crap.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah. So this is your opportunity to charge one or the other, and you charge the darkness because you went and ran away from both.
Yeah,
But-
you really have the option here, like,
Mhm.
to choose which one you want to charge and kill.
Yep. Look, it's a good replay, a lot of good information, a lot of things that we all learned from it. So, I mean, that's what we're here for.
Like, looking at it with the position of the Essex there, I think I like charging the Essex.
Me too.
Because, like, quite frankly, like, your Malta can probably die against the Essex, but
I mean,
The Yamato, if the Essex is dead, the Yamato is never gonna shoot the Malta here again because it's just not gonna get spotted and you win on points easily. If you charge the Yamato, you leave your CV versus their CV in a 1v1.
mhm.
In
So,
2 minutes, the Malta's probably gonna live, but I'm not sure if I would be willing to take that risk.
personal opinion, just go charge both and be done with it. Go charge the Yamato, and then laugh as you go charge the, Essex. But okay, here, I logged into the game, and so this is something that I think a lot of people don't do, and it comes in very handy. Take some time and learn the armor profile of ships that you might be playing or playing against. So the Yamato, here you go. You've got the armor profile. Look, there's the 32 millimeter plating that you overmatch with your 50 millimeter, 54 millimeter pen with your sap shells, like I was saying earlier. But if you drop the front, and then you drop the side, the torpedo belt here, the side plating, now you can see the Citadel. And look at the Citadel on this ship. So
Yep.
here's the cheek.
Infamous cheek armor.
There's the cheek right there. And you'll note that it's only covered up by 32 millimeter armor, which your 203s do pen, by the way, quite easily, right? If you're 60 degrees on. So that's why I'm saying, like, you want to be about here. You can maybe, you'd have to experiment with this, and you could do it in training room. But somewhere around here, right, you can absolutely smash your way on in. Hey, Mohicans. Thank you for the
What's the total
resub.
armor? 382?
So it's 350 plus 32. Yeah, so 382. So, and then when you get on the side, you'll note that there's just a little bit of side plating, but that's like underneath the water. So really, you only have the 410 millimeter armor right here. So as you get really close with your 203s, you can actually pen that. You can practice
you
it
have
by
to wait a long time though. Like Venetia has 400 millimeter pen at 3 kilometers.
So, yeah, you have to get really close. But like I said, you fire the one salvo into the cheek, and then you turn in to dodge the return fire from the Yamato, and then you turn back out again. Now, by the time you've done that, you're probably within 3 kilometers. You get your torpedoes off, and by the time that happens, guess what? You're on a complete side. Bam, you switch to AP. And even if you don't pen into the Citadel, you can aim a little bit higher and hit into the upper superstructure. So
I would honestly wait until 2 because the 32 millimeter will be a bit angled. And then if you get a little bit of an angle, like if you don't get the cheek full flat, you're above 400 millimeters armor very, very easily.
Seas Nuts, I don't know if you saw the replay, but yes, Venezia can cheek it at the close enough range. So he had the opportunity to close the range and get there and cheek, but he didn't do it because he didn't know this. Now, you can learn it yourself. You go to a training room, you go to Super Test Armor Resilience Test, okay? And then you say, okay, I'm going to take my Venezia. I'm not going to actually do it, but I'm telling you, okay, I'm Yodo, but Venezia. And then you go here and you just stack it with Yamatos. And the what this does is it lines them all up in a row, and they sit still. And you can go practice. What range do I need? What angle do I need? Where do I need to target and aim and stuff like that to get the Citadels?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, especially considering how much I play this ship, I probably should be able to, or I should try to understand how it can pin ships a bit better than I do.
Yep. Another ship that you should absolutely figure out is Ohio and Georgia. I don't know if you can get those in the training room, but you can absolutely cheek them at close enough.
You can if you use a mod. There's a mod by Titaro that allows you to run premium ships as bots in the training room.
Now,
Don't ask me what it's called.
Puddin was talking about a rear shot. You can see that it's the same 350 millimeter cheek on the rear, but it's an even larger area. It's even easier to hit. And there's even that 340 at the top, but you're going to bounce that probably. Anyway, use this as an opportunity to learn the weak spots of ships that you might come across. And, you don't have to spend hours doing this, but this is extremely helpful, especially if you play a ship and you're like, how the F did I just die? By the way, take a look at the Wisconsin. Look at the 16 millimeter thwart ship on the back of it. And by the way, I was worse, right? So it's 32 millimeter, and then boom, 16 millimeter thwart ship. You shoot the Wisconsin in the butt, and it blows up. Just putting that out there. All right, so what are we titling this replay? .340 transverse bulkhead is tough, yeah. Closer you get,
Oof, don't ask me to come up with a name. I'm terrible at naming things.
fair enough. Closer you get, the bigger pen you get. And thank you for sending that one in note. I'm gonna go to the be right back screen. Cheeky. Ooh, I like that idea. Cheeky. I need to hit the bathroom. And we've got one more replay. Neil used to cover my replay for a Shiratsuyu game on Ridge.
Okay, well, I'm going to head off then. Thank you for covering that.
Yeah, of course. No problem. Thanks for sending it. It was a really good learning opportunity. And chat, remember, I will be putting up a poll for which replays you felt were most useful, because I just don't have the capacity to put all of the replays I cover over to YouTube. So think about this. If this is something that you think would be helpful for people, consider voting for it when it comes up later, okay?
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
Shiratsuyu.
Take care.
You too, dude. Thanks you for hanging out. All right, so I need to render the Shiratsuyu game. I have to hit the potty. We're going to go ahead and get words on stream going. I'm going to get a 3-minute ad break. And I will be back. Oh my god, it's so hot in here.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay. We got the player build. Chat, this will be the last replay of the night, because it's 9:41 and I'm supposed to be going to bed at like 10:30 at the latest. Runty, my wife would absolutely kill me if I was still up at 4:30 a.m.
Well, there's always the couch in the garage.
Actually, I do have a piece of a couch in the garage. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Who Jam, did you use? Yeah. Who Jam, we'll do yours probably on Saturday or Sunday. Probably Saturday. But I'll mark it so that we prioritize it. A lot of people using Cover My Replays, and very few people using their sub benefits this patch cycle. Interesting. All right, replay render is done. Shiratsuyu. Load up the game. Yeah, another tournament weekend, Duckman. I've got tournament weekends all the way until basically Memorial Day. So this weekend plus the next 2 afterwards. Because the next 2 afterwards is Worship Masters. Oh my god, it's hot in here. Alright, I need to open windows. Give me a second. Otherwise I'm just gonna melt before you all. You don't want to see. Well, maybe you do. Dying over here. Now I do have a portable AC unit, but I haven't had a chance to set it up yet. That's kind of in my in my plan for tomorrow. When is it Civ 6 time? We do that on Monday nights, Gamers Lounge. Monday nights. All right. Who did Neil? Neil, do you want to jump into the Discord or whatever? You can if you want. It's hard to open a window and plug it in. It's more Seasnuts that I have something. When does it start on Monday night? Yeah, Monday night, 7 p.m. So same time that this started. So I've got this cheap plastic thing, which is terrible if there's any weather that shows up, like any storms and stuff, and it literally blows water into the room when I have that. And I've got my PC, and I've got my battery backup literally right next to the window. So I kind of don't want water to come in. So I bought this like metal thing. But in order to put the metal thing there, I have to remove the screen. And I want to take my time and set it all up nicely. So my hope is to do it tomorrow so that I can get it all set up and not have it rain in the room. What's so funny there, Grunty?
Nothing.
Oh,
I didn't laugh.
lies. All right. Neil, are you here? Are you going to join us? All right, so here we go. This is Neil in the Shiratsuyu. He forced to cover my replay for it, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. I just played this ship on stream today. Now, there's a couple of things about this ship. She's part of the special gunboat line, and as such, she plays differently from the other destroyers. In this case, she's got a choice between a torpedo reload booster or a smoke. Her guns are okay. Her torpedoes, frankly, are kind of the bread and butter of the ship. Most of the time, you're going to want to play her with torpedo reload booster, especially in a situation when you know you're not going to run into carriers or you don't care about carriers, like asymmetric is a good option, or ranked battles. If you're playing randoms, generally the smoke is probably better because carriers can spot you and end your life very early. And to a certain extent, submarines as well. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our build for the Shiratsuyu. Whoops, that was the replay render. Here is our Shiratsuyu build. I already see something I don't like. Actually, I see three things I don't like. So, look, Neil, I don't know if you've got a lot of free XP or not, but it's actually very worth to free XP the B hull if you have it. If you don't, fine, then don't bother with it. But you absolutely want to focus on free XPing the B hull. That gets you some good stuff. Gets you more hit points. It gets you typically better rudder shift and better anti-air. Torpedoes are worth grabbing next after the hull. Gun range is you probably don't need it in a Shiratsuyu. You don't need it.
You can skip the gun range, especially if you're just grinding through the ship.
Yeah, if it's a regrind, you definitely don't need it. Even if you are grinding it the first time, the thing to keep in mind is hey, Moore's Elite. Oh my god, I think that's like the 8th time I've been asked about the pizza code. The thing about the range is if you think about it, when you fire your guns, you are spotted 10% farther out because of the gun range. So you have to bear that in mind. If you're in a 1v1 with the destroyer, you kill the destroyer, he dies. If you've got this module, you're spotted from farther away still. If you don't, then you're good. The consensus Moore's Elite is basically you get progress towards the event pass. So you've got one slot used. Aiming Systems Modification 1. Huh? Okay, look. This is a torpedo boat. You're most likely going to be using it for torpedoes. You could do aiming. I would probably run Torpedo Tubes Modification 1 to keep your torpedo tubes alive. That's how I would do it.
Yeah, same.
All right, I'm going to ping Neil so he knows. You're welcome, Moore's Elite. Now, you've got 3 empty slots here. I don't like seeing empty slots, especially at Tier 7. Look, these are credit slots. They only cost credits to get. So, why are you being cheap?
And even if you don't keep the ship and sell it, which you probably shouldn't do. But if you do it, you'd get half of that back. So you're not even investing the full amount of credits.
Correct. Now, this is the line that you typically want to reset a lot. So if you reset this line a lot, guess what? These get demounted for free when you sell the line. So absolutely sell the ship line and demount them so you need stuff. What do you need here? You're probably going to want to go main armaments mod 1. In the second slot, you're probably going to want to go for engine room protection. And in the fourth slot, let's see, you probably want to go with propulsion because your maneuverability is 4.38 for rudder shift time. That's what you're probably going to go with, and you're good.
Yeah, if you want smoke, you go definitely propulsion.
Yeah. And
if you want reload booster,
I did fine with it.
Then you can run rudder, but
my rule is I want under 5 seconds of rudder shift time in a destroyer. So my rule would be I'm going to put propulsion on because it's under 5 seconds. Now, if I feel like, gee, I really wish that my rudder was snappier, I can go back and I can change it. It doesn't cost me a lot, just credits. Who cares? You just demount it or sell it or whatever. Who cares? As far as your consumables are concerned, like I said, if you're playing a random battle, smoke is fine. If you're playing a ranked battle, especially this season of ranked, because there's no carriers available or possible, you don't need smoke. Torpedo reload booster is your friend. Asymmetric, torpedo reload booster, because carriers don't matter in asymmetric.
Isn't this the gunboat line, though?
Yes, it is.
yeah, but it's a torpedo boat at tier 7.
Yeah.
Okay. I get why he picked aiming systems because it's part of the gunboat line.
Right.
This is the one ship that is much better as a torp boat than a gunboat.
Well, and let's be fair, the Hatsuharu at tier 6 is also part of the gunboat line, but that's even more of a torpedo boat, right?
Like,
so
you
think of
don't
it as a
get gunboat
transition.
until tier 8.
Right.
This is
It's a
so
transition
weird.
from torpedo boat to hybrid to gunboat. Now, Neil, I don't know if you're still here or not, but I'd love to know if this is a special captain. Like Yamamoto, for example, or one of the Suzuki captains.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's probably a standard captain because he doesn't have the credits or the free experience to get anything upgraded, and he only chose one
This is a
module to buy.
21-point captain, though. This is so weird.
It's okay. It could be a captain for a tech tree ship, and no, actually, this is tech tree, so it's a 21 point. Okay, whatever. Let's assume that's a standard. Let's keep in mind Yamamoto gives you a bonus to preventative maintenance and grease the gears. I don't see the pennant, so I'm guessing he doesn't have Yamamoto, and you get the talents too. Suzuki gives you a bonus to survivability expert. Both are good choices in this line of ships. The standard captain, though, assuming it's a standard, let's take a look. You start with grease the gears, so you are trying to play it like a gunboat then. Consumables enhancements. Now, this enhances only the duration of, well, your smoke and your engine boost, I guess, so that's fine. Adrenaline rush, concealment expert, preventative maintenance, last stand, survivability expert, radio location, and then finally liquidator. Okay, welcome back, Cochran. So,
I wonder if this is if it's actually a Legmod Haragumo captain that's just gone through the line.
That's incredibly inefficient because it's a tech tree ship, so you're going to want to keep a captain on it, especially if you're going to keep resetting the line. I will say, this is the core build. You can regrind it in operations, that's true, Gamers Lounge. But right now, I would regrind it in asymmetric. Operations, compared to asymmetric, nowhere near as good. This is the core build. You start with this, and then you build from there. Radio location and random battles is fine. Tier 7, that's fine. Adrenaline rush, fine. Consumables enhancements, I don't like. Liquidator, okay, but there might be better options. Grease the gears, I don't think you need it. You don't need it, in my opinion, because you've got radio location. If you have radio location, hi Electric, if you've got radio location, you will automatically turn your guns in the direction of the closest target. You're ready for whatever shows up. You don't need grease the gears to get your turrets turned because you're already pointed in the right direction. So to me, these kind of cancel each other out. I don't think Grease the Gears is helpful here. I'm going to drop that for right now. I'm going to drop Consumables Enhancements, and Liquidator is good for a torpedo-based destroyer, but you'll notice that if I keep it, I only have 3 points left. Let's drop that for a second and think about, are there any tier 4 skills that I care about? Frankly, no. You could make the argument for Swift and Silence, but I think there's better things that you can do. Yes, turrets are slow wolf, but the point is, with radiolocation, you're already turning your turrets towards your nearest target. And if that's a destroyer that's coming your way, who cares if the turrets are slow? Your turrets are already turned. They don't need to turn anymore. You see the enemy, boom, you just laugh at them. So
Like this is a shooter at Tsuyu too. Like it's like you're not gunboaty.
and if you turn out your turrets too fast, you need to get in the habit of not turning full speed and turning full rudder. You can turn full rudder, but slow down to a quarter. You could turn at a half at like 3/4 speed, etc., etc. Find that sweet spot and figure that out. I'm just saying, right now, let's take a look. What else could he do or she do with that setup?
Warp speed.
Top reload. It's a shooter at Tsuyu.
It's a torpedo destroyer. Fill the tubes is a fantastic option. There's another good choice, which is Superintendent. I would absolutely go one of these two. If you want the more utility, you go with Superintendent. I would argue this would be a better choice if you're running Torpedo Reload Booster. If you're going to run Torpedo Reload Booster, Superintendent to get the extra charge, and then Consumables Enhancement so that you get the on cooldown faster. That's how I would do it. If you're doing Smoke, and you're planning on only doing Smoke, I would agree with Grunty. Fill the tubes, and then you got a one-pointer. You could choose to go Consumable Specialist to get your Smoke and Engine Boost reload quicker, or you can go Liquidator, right, for a better flood chance, or, hey, if you really absolutely gotta turn those turrets, Grease the Gears.
Honestly,
Melly?
I'd rather drop the Adrenaline Rush for the Superintendent than the Top reload.
So, if you're... And that's a fair thing, too. If you're planning on never being spotted, I would say this is a better choice if you're playing Smoke Generator. If you're playing Torpedo Reload Booster, you're probably going to be spotted. So, Adrenaline Rush is probably more important. But if you're playing Smoke, I could see that. Hey, we just talked through a whole bunch of options, a whole bunch of things for Neil to think about. It's up to him which he chooses. No flags, because it's a random battle, and you're conserving. That's fine. Obviously, anti-det's important. Fire reduction's important. Flood chance is good. Fire chance is good. Speed is good. Consumable reload is good. That's my core of what I would do. Anyway. Let's go ahead and get to the game, shall we? Now, we don't know if this is has a death pick or not, so we're just going to go ahead and run the battle and see what happens. I gotta put a unit down. It is indeed a Q dump, yes. So random battles are supposed to be 12v12. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9er. You finally submitted a game that's not.
Reason why.
Nice. There's carriers and there's subs. There's your obvious reason. Honestly, it's probably the carrier. Anyway.
What
You've got
server is
Tifa on your
this?
team.
That's NA server.
Yeah, this is the NA server. And you are bottom tier. It's a good thing that you took Smoke because there's a carrier. You're by yourself-ish. You got a destroyer. Now, or sub with you. I don't know if you noticed this or not. Buenos Noches is a very strong competitive clan, so I would expect this person to be a team player. That being said, they're in a sturdy, so ouch. But you can still try to make something happen with them. Electric says, the way I play, I die or I don't. Survivability expert would not help you in torpedo boat.
That's so wrong on so many levels.
So, Electric, be careful with that. I gave you feedback on that Z46 game over the on Sunday or Friday. I think it was Friday. But hopefully it's stuff that's food for thought for you. And You need to get more into the idea of I take damage and I die or I don't. Like, and that's based off the one replay I saw that you submitted. Radio location. Look, your turrets are already pointed. How important is it to have grease the gears right now? Not important at all. If you run into the enemy destroyer, like right here, guess what? Your turrets are already looking that way. Oh, good. I'm glad it was helpful. Wrong song, Moobot? What song?
We gotta be careful here.
This is a very aggressive open. You don't know what's on the other side. It's probably a destroyer, but...
Like, you don't have a stealth advantage against these tier 9 DDs. They spot you at the same time.
Here's
And
what you
every
do.
single one of them outguns you handily.
Here's what you do right here, Neil. You fire your torps in your radio location, and my guess is he's heading this way. So you fire your torp like here and here. And then you turn northward and stay in the cap. You slow down, turn northward, stay in the cap, fire your torps off in this direction towards radio location. You are not located. So the enemy destroyer, or whatever that's in there, doesn't know where you are. It's not the kid, and it's not the Z46. It's the Fletcher.
Which was also confirmed by the 5 torpedoes that just passed by.
Right, but if you don't know that about the ship, like I just don't know all the torpedo numbers, I can at least look at the mini-map and figure things out. Hey, look, it's like you're listening to me. You went north and you slowed down. This is good. Just stay in the cap. The nice thing about it is that this Fletcher is currently invested in staying in the cap, right? You could actually get away with backing into the Fletcher since he luck checked torps. Get one shot off on him, fire your smoke, and then run away. You get the decaps. I would not leave the cap right now. There's no reason to leave the cap right now. You just gave him the cap. You saw the sub, you're probably going to be like, oh, I go hunt the sub. You deal with the cap, then sub. So you just gave him the cap. He's going to cap, and then he's going to walk away because he's in a Fletcher. He doesn't care. He got the cap. That's all he wants. Not everyone is a prince. That is true. So you asked the sub to do something very difficult. You asked the sub to surface and sit. And you asked him to do it while he wasn't he was underwater.
It's a sturdy too. Like the sturdy gets outspotted by the Fletcher on the surface.
That's a hard ask for any sub, but you know.
It's not gonna happen.
You know, if you're gonna ask the sub to do that and risk his HP, you need to be there to protect him and dish out damage for what's shooting that sub.
Yep. Yep.
Right? Like, in my opinion, this enemy sub is literally throwing himself away against the battleship. Like, there's no need to be coming over here. You can already see an oil slick. Right? I mean, just look at...
Yep.
Just look how much damage has already been done to this guy.
That's okay. He doesn't know how to sub, so you kill him, and then he doesn't learn anything because that's how this game works. Okay, cool.
Enemy submarine destroyed.
Look, you saved the Duncan. Did the Duncan need saving? Probably not. He probably would have been fine by himself, frankly, with the way that sub was playing. But you didn't know that.
I mean, I like the team play, but you could have done the reverse. Get a couple resets and then get yourself to go
But
kill
here's the thing,
sub.
like, if he can back into the cap, probably spot the Fletcher. He fires, he gets to the cap, and then he's forced to smoke, unless the Fletcher smokes, and then you're sitting in the cap in a stalemate again. Is that really that beneficial?
Yes, because of two things. One, you got the decap for your own base XP, and two, you forced out a smoke, and you put him in a position where he has to decide, do I sit in the smoke and try to get the cap again, possibly risking torpedoes from me and the sub, or do I leave?
You're banking on the fact that the Fletcher is actually smoking. What if the Fletcher just opens up that gun? Then Neil needs to smoke because he's losing the fight against
Then he
the
smokes.
Fletcher.
And
he
his-
smokes, but if he can keep that DD there, that gives the Duncan time to kill the sub.
Yep.
Right?
And then
'Cause you
come
know
and
where
kill the
destroyer
Fletcher.
is at. He's on the cap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let us know.
I mean, I get it. But at the same time, you're hoping that your battleship is smart enough to kill a submarine. So
Right,
you're banking on your battleship player to be good.
Okay, like at some point you've got to give your team credit until they prove you otherwise.
You got to work with your team. And I got to say this, the Duncan was smart enough to turn and run from the sub, and the sub was dumb enough to chase him and keep getting himself spotted. So guess what? It worked out in this situation. Do not torpedo the Izumo. He's leaving. Same thing with the King George, by the way.
I honestly, like, I don't mind giving up the cap here to the Fletcher and getting rid of the sub, because that allows the Duncan to get back in the cap sooner, and then you just get the cap back on the Swingwing, because the Fletcher is not going to stay in the cap. So he gets it for like a minute, and then
Oh my god, the
you just take
Yorktown
it
is
back.
smoking him. The Yorktown's smoking the King George by accident. Or is he smoking the Sturdy?
Probably Bow. He's probably smoking the King George to protect him.
And by the way, the Yorktown's in trouble. The problem, Grunty, is he was in a situation where he's going to sell somebody out. Does he sell out his submarine, or does he sell out his battleship? A tier 9 Duncan versus a tier 8 submarine. Like I said, Buenos noches, I know the clan. If I'm playing this game, I'm working with the sub. Because I know the clan. If you don't know the clan, that's a harder decision to make.
I mean,
Sub
here's
can
the other
always
thing.
dive.
You
I
need
don't
to
think
go.
you sell out the sub.
Okay, but
Sure he
here's the other
did. He's
thing.
by himself.
But like right now, you need to be going at that enemy DD going after your Yorktown. I don't
Which is
care
what
how
he's
much
doing.
you- like speed
Engine boost.
You need to get there.
Engine
yeah.
boost. Stevie has no idea. Yes, he does. Engine boost. The more you complain about him, the sooner he dies. Just engine boost and go. He's already moving. He knows what he's doing, somewhat. You're about to be plane spotted? You are plane spotted? He's almost right outside your range. Go figure. You found the kid. Congratulations. Why are you slowing down and smoking? If your goal is to survive or to save the carrier, you just failed your mission. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Also, keep moving at 1/4. Don't stop and reverse. Every destroyer does this. They stop and reverse. You move at a quarter speed. It throws off their torpedoes, and it gives you a larger smoke screen that you can use to maneuver within. Now the kid's got a smaller area to luck chuck torpedoes towards, and he only has one rack. You better believe he already fired them at you. Torpedo on the Izumo? Why did you not fire them off? Just shoot him. Go. What are you waiting for? Go. And then engine boost. Get out of there. Get to the carrier.
It's too late for the CV.
I mean, the CV can probably go dark if he gets a tactical bag and smokes himself.
If he knows how to do that, that's correct.
He just did. Oh, no? No?
Did he?
No, he
No.
didn't. I thought he did.
He did. Yep, he did. Okay, good. It gets you some time. Some time.
I mean, here's the other thing. Like, if I was at NBD DD, I'd be telling my carrier, listen, this guy's a one-shot. Just kill him.
Mm-hmm.
I will throw myself away to keep his planes coming after me to get this kill.
Right. This guy is in the enemy carrier. Is a one-shot. Opening up now, I mean, it's okay. I guess it forces him to look at somebody else instead of the carrier. He could lazily fire torpedoes off at you, though, so... Now that he switched to guns, I would turn north and turn my guns left. Because then you completely dodge the torpedoes that he most likely fired your way. But like Putin said, your carrier's dead because you stopped to engage the kid.
like, if the goal is to go protect your CV, ironically, being spotted hauling ass towards your carrier is beneficial to your carrier because the other DD says, this guy doesn't care. He is coming to save him at ND cost,
Yep.
which could push him back.
But you're
like, okay, I
complaining.
need to take a... Go ahead.
You're complaining about the carrier, but I'll tell you what, Neil. I mean, he's partly dead because you didn't get back quickly enough. You had the ability to engine boost, you didn't do it. You had the ability to ignore the kid, you didn't ignore him. And on top of that, you said he's an awful carrier in chat, so what's he going to do? Now he's going to sit and fight with you. And look, you've taken the bait. Now you're fighting with him. He's taking you out of the battle. It's really bad. Don't do that. Don't let it happen.
You know, here's the other thing. Whoever was in the middle is the guy who failed to stop the DD from just rushing. Like, why would he not? Why would the enemy DD be like, there's literally nothing here. There's nothing to stop me. Right? Like, carriers are going to try to park themselves somewhere safe so they can focus on doing drops instead of, oh crap, something's coming at me. Like, granted, he could have spotted the middle, but at the same point, you could have just went after the DD instead of just telling him he's a bad person.
I don't even know what happened in the middle. Did the destroyer get bum rushed by the Z46 plus Kid duo?
No, the kid was way up to the north. The kid rushed the kid rushed the Duncan, and I think he got a good the Azumo got a good shot on him too. But we can look at that in the replay render. Let's focus again on what Neil is doing because the game isn't lost yet.
No, I mean, you have two caps to their one.
Yep.
I would
And that is
actually not drop torpedoes on this Azuma, giving your position away, especially with planes looking for you. I would go and actually help my submarine.
Well, that's what he's doing. And that's what he's done all game, right? And that's why I already think the name for this replay is going to be Team Player. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to do team play. The problem is I think he's making the wrong decisions when it comes to team play. He's choosing to help the wrong teammates at the wrong time. You can see the carrier now searching for you because he knows that you're by yourself. He's about to find you. Ironically, also heading this way is kind of like the Battle of Midway. You're going to lead this bomber squadron into the Surrey. Oh, look at King George. Which server we use, Gamers Lounge? Any server. For replays, it's any server. I play on the NA server, but it doesn't matter what server. I've done EU games. I've done SEA games. I've not done China games yet, though.
The only thing that matters for replay is what patch it is.
Yes, has to be current patch.
I believe China and the Russian server are their own game.
No, China is this game too now.
China may be up, well, it used to not be, but I believe China's
Correct.
up to date.
Correct, it is up
So
to
the
date.
only
Otherwise, they
thing
couldn't
that
do
matters
COTS.
Yeah, the only thing that matters is the update.
Oh, look, you found the Lexington. But you sold out your sturdy. Poor guy. One rack. I would have fired off both, just to be honest. Just try to get the Lexington dead.
I
But
wouldn't
okay.
have fired any of these torpedoes at the Lexington at that distance.
It's a carrier. He's probably going straight.
Firing these
What was that?
torpedoes at
What was
firing
that for?
torpedoes. Well, I mean, even firing these torpedoes at this battleship going away from you, they can't make
That's
up
what
the
I mean.
distance.
And it was off to the right side. You're hoping he's going to turn to the right. And there's nothing that's going to force him to turn to the right. He happens to turn to the right. But, okay. That's why I would have just fired off both at the Lex. Maybe get lucky and one-shot him. Look, he's driving in a straight line as a carrier. What do you know?
Shocked.
Shocked and
Completely
appalled.
Shocked.
You only hit him with one. Imagine if you would have hit him with two full racks. He'd be dead. Hey, Big GD, what's up? I sent you an email response. I don't know if you saw it or not. I haven't looked at my email in a few hours, but do me a favor and shout that man out if you would.
My God, not poor Big. I always forget the G part.
Oh my God, is this the Yamato song?
You
Yes, it is.
needed to wait for that salvo until you're actually concealed.
A lot of people make this mistake. They fire too early, and when they do that, it says exactly where you are. It says exactly how your attitude is. It says what your HP is. There's so much information that you get. You try to play on NVIDIA Surround. I don't know what that means.
I
don't.
quite frankly, not shot there at all at the Izumo
I agree.
because it's such a tiny superstructure, and if you hit anything but the superstructure, you just get shatters.
Yeah, the Azumo is just a thumb. It's just a sailing thumb. And that's all you have to shoot at is the thumb. Now that I said that, you can't unsee the thumb. Resolution 5760 by 1080? No, I don't do that. I stream at 1080p. I'm on a 1440p monitor that brings it down to 1080p for the stream.
Now you wasted your last smoke, and the Izumo is still alive.
Mm-hmm. Most importantly, he's trying to be a team player, and he's running out of teammates to be a team player for. And look, the Azumo's gonna live. And the Lexington's gonna... Low. They're both low health. See? See? Had you torpedoed him with both, dead Lexington. Probably. More immersion on gameplay? Okay. Yeah. Don't make me spit out my water there, Coughlin. When he keeps evading your shots, then he's another finger, right? Now, you are actually technically still in the lead, and there's a minute left. So, honestly, if you can kill the Azumo, you're golden. Get your guns turned to the left. Oh, well, that didn't work out so well. Wait a minute. Solo warrior time. Solo warrior time, everybody. And the Lexington dies. Solo warrior time. There's 4 left at this point. Kill the Azumo and run away, and you've won. Which is just ridiculous, because... let me put it this way. I don't think you deserve the win, but hey, you got it, so there you go.
Destroyed an enemy battleship.
The Sturdy says to go Cap A. No.
I'll give it to him for that.
I'm with Seth here, like that was not deserved.
Whatever.
That was
It's a win.
not a good game.
In
You
the
know
words of
what?
Lovey Smith, a win is a win is a win.
I'm gonna say this.
Mm-hmm.
He deserved it. For one simple fact.
Okay.
He lived, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
What is the like no doubt decision making was abysmal. Right? It could have been
We love
10
you, Neil.
times better. Well, I mean, you know me, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. But
No,
he
you
did
don't.
something the rest of his teammates couldn't comprehend.
Living.
Just live. Just survive.
Yeah. Solo warrior.
I mean-
There it is.
I mean, you can't blame the sub for dying here because
Why not? The sub put himself in those positions. Why did he have to go into the islands instead of staying more out in the open water? Why did he have to drain his battery when he clearly can outspot everything? You knew the Fletcher had effed off because you got the A cap, so the Fletcher's gone.
Can we point out
Right?
that he got 69 shell hits?
the thing is, like, no, like, Neil dragged
that like
the
a
whole
sex thing?
ships back into that cap. Like the sub runs out of place to go because there's still ships in the north, and he brings the ship in from the. No, there's still a ship in the 1,000. He brings it back from the north.
You got beat by a Final Fantasy character. Just putting that out there.
I mean, like, I think what people don't understand about a solo warrior is this is 90% luck.
Of
And
course.
I've got quite a few of them. It truly is.
Yeah.
But you need your team to be smart enough to get the caps, but dumb enough to die. And the enemy needs to be smart enough to kill your team, but dumb enough to not get the caps.
I mean, the CV got so close to spotting him there too. Like that was.
And okay, there's the luck. Like, but he was smart enough to try to stay away from the carrier. Right?
All right. We're going to call this solo team player.
I put a question mark at the end of team play.
Okay.
What do you mean he was smart enough to live? He did what it took to just live.
Raining is impressed. If Raining Recon is impressed, Neo, you did good. Let's pull up the replay render.
Raining, you should have seen the solo warrior I got in a Tash camp where I had no clue what was happening and I was trying to gunboat a Colorado at 1,000 HP that I had left. I had no clue I got the solo warrior until the game ended.
Let's see what happens to the Benham in the middle.
See what happens to this whole team.
Oh, they die. Yeah, they die.
Okay.
He hits torpedoes, doesn't he?
Looked like it. Raining. Dude, you know,
What is the York doing?
be good. Be nice. The York is dying, going side to the Fletcher and not running Hydro. Or was he running Hydro? I didn't catch it.
Press W.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got rushed by 2 DDs.
Make that 3.
Was it 3?
The Fletcher came over there. The set 46 on the enemy team was there, and the kid joined. All their destroyers are in the middle right now.
Mhm. This is double filters worth of nice. I really do feel like you had a choice where you wanted to go and support your teammate. And I love the idea that you're trying to support your teammate. I just feel like you chose the wrong teammate to support. And then you spent so much time trying to switch around because of that. And here you had the ability to keep going, and you stopped and and then you kept going. Duckman, don't leave yet. We still have to do our drawing. Loot awaits, Duckman. Loot awaits.
Not anymore.
Well, fine, be that way. Now everybody can leave. Thanks, Puddin.
Well, no, because then they have to get in and give away on the other channel.
This is true.
Oh my god. All right. Well, we don't have time to sit here. And... So you got like
You got plenty of time.
10 seconds.
There's infinite time.
Right. Tell your wife that.
Okay. Touche. It was a good game. Solo Warriors are those rare things where you just... Sometimes you're not sure what the heck happened, but you're happy it did, you know? This is one of those games.
Okay, like, here with the torpedoes against the Lexington, like...
Fire both.
I somewhat agree with you, like... You either launch both sets of torpedoes at the Lexington, or you launch none and launch both in the direction of those battleships.
Which is terrible because they're sailing away.
Up, I mean, you kind of hope that they turn going towards the cap. You catch maybe the destroyer, you catch the King George, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But splitting them up, one at the carrier, one at the battleships, is 100% a mistake.
Yep.
I mean,
you go double down on one of the options.
Yep.
I don't disagree with you, Grunty, but I think what 90% of people fail to realize the importance of the solo warrior is you found a way to live and win.
Yep.
Right? Like, granted, you sacrifice your entire team for this win. I'll do that all day long for the win.
Yep. If it gets you a solo warrior. The problem is it's so hard to do that and get the solo warrior.
Yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't
Really,
have
Duncan?
come down to this. Like, that Izumo should have died way sooner.
Oh,
Like, you could
there's
have
so
launched
many
the torpedoes
things
at it.
there should have happened. But that's the beauty of solo warriors. Let's go back and let's just highlight the things that, in my opinion, should have happened. And y'all can weigh in on this too. All right, item the first. What should have happened was he stayed in the A cap, maybe even reversed and butt touched the Fletcher, shot at him, smoked, got the decaps, forced the Fletcher to smoke, or at least dumped torpedoes to the north. That actually, ironically, would have saved the York. Ish. He's dead anyway.
No. That would have not saved the York.
Well, the York
was-
died to
the
Fletcher
York was
torpedoes.
died. The York
Right, but the-
was determined to die.
He's not running hydro. He's not running hydro. He's not running hydro. He's not running hydro. He's not running. Oh, look, he died. Okay. And then
Okay, he didn't
now,
have a chance to run hydro.
now you go and he probably had defensive anti-air. Now you're running and chasing after the sub that the Duncan, frankly, is going to kill anyway. Because look, there's the ASW from the Duncan that would have killed him if your guns didn't. Okay, so now
But
you're
the
out of
thing is-
position because of that.
I don't hate this play. Like, I really don't hate getting the sub out of here.
It's
Like,
okay.
yeah,
I
you
just
gave
feel like
the
there's something
Fletcher the
better to
cap
do.
for a couple of minutes, but I think that's okay.
I want to keep the Fletcher right where I know he is because he's the tier 9 destroyer. So I don't know. Because as soon as he leaves, as soon as he gets the cap, he's going to leave it, which is what he did.
Like, let's look at what the enemy completely did wrong too, right? Like, let's learn from everything.
Pause right
You
here.
you have 3 destroyers
Mhm.
at B,
Mm-hmm.
and not one of them is trying to go to C.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
The enemy?
They eventually do win C. Not a one of them went to go cap C ever.
Which side are you talking about? Red or green?
The red side, the Fletcher and all them.
Yeah, fine.
I mean, the Fletcher spawned at A. The Z-46 spawned at B. He was spotted at the start from them. So
Yep.
the dude that left at C must have been the kid.
Yep. And he did because he ended up north of B. Oh, well.
But right here, I think you really have 2 options. You saw the enemy destroyer go into your carrier. So
For the carrier.
you're either determined to try to go and try to save your carrier, and then you head straight up north and don't get distracted by anything. The other option is you go straight south and cut off the King George.
Chat.
And maybe spot the carrier in the process.
I thought we'd be done with this replay by now, but there is there's a poll going right now for you to vote for which replay you feel was the most useful. So please vote. You've got the Venezia, the Krasny Krim, or the Shiratsuyu. Vote once and then vote often with your channel points. So here's what I would have really liked to see you do right here, Neil. I would have liked to see haul ass, burn rubber, go north, get to your carrier as quickly as possible, and at the same time also get a hold of your Duncan somehow. Click on where that destroyer is and say, Duncan, come with me. Let's go save our carrier. You didn't do that. Those are 2 things that would have worked really, really handy. Let's see how the Duncan died. I'm curious. Hardcase is our next winner. Because our other winner ain't here. Hashtag you poopy lose. Ironically enough, you could have actually smoked for the Duncan. It doesn't really matter because he's shooting anyway. Where's the Duncan firing that torpedo to? Okay. He beached, he's healing.
I mean, he gets shotted for free by the King George the whole time here. on the
Several times.
broadside.
And then the kid actually whittles him down, which is kind of funny.
Well, I mean, what I think is funny is the Fletcher thought he could 1v1 a Buffalo.
Gamers Lounge, you can always just type exclamation point ticket. It's out right now. We're done with the giveaways. But always just type it in. It's fine.
Ironically, the most common ship to get a solo warrior in is actually a carrier.
Of course.
Or as Jingle Showcase, somebody AFK the entire game.
So this is actually an opportunity right here. You didn't take it, but you could have YOLO'd the King George as well. Go left of the island you're next to, have your torpedoes at the ready, and just completely
Yeah, that's.
demolish him as he
I
comes
was
around the
waiting
island.
for the King George to pop out here. I was surprised it didn't pop out.
Yep. I think he slowed down a bit, probably because the sub, right? He's afraid of the sub. But you had the opportunity to maybe make a big play there. Oh no, he actually did come out there. Just nobody saw him. That torpedo just feels so bad. I don't know why you fired that one off. Oh well. Frankly, this part right here, I wouldn't have even bothered using the smoke. These guys, I mean, you have such a small window to fire at these enemies.
The Izumo goes dark in between too.
Right, because it's not shooting at anybody, and there's no spotting because your entire team's gone.
Ironically, that smoke is what saved him, what got him the solo warrior. Then
It
in the
is.
end, right?
No, you're absolutely correct, because the Colorado gets that last salvo, the dying salvo on the carrier, which allows you to get that gun salvo. Oh my god, and then boom.
Because if he doesn't smoke, he kills the Izumo actually, and then it's never
That's right.
a 4v1.
That's right. All right, so far we have the Venezia in the lead, and then the Shiratsuyu and Krasny Krim replays are a distant second. Which, frankly, is fine. I've got replays for 3 weeks right now, so I'm not in any rush. It was a good replay. It was a good game, though. I mean, it was good to talk about. All right, y'all.
Literally just shows the importance of just live.
Just live, indeed. So, chat, I'm going to go to the Focus Me screen for a sec. It's getting kind of late. We're going to need to hang it up in a little bit here. A couple of announcements just want to kind of mention. First of all, those of you that are still here, thank you so much for being here. Very much appreciate it. Second thing is we are going to be streaming again on Friday. I might stream tomorrow night. Not quite sure yet. If I do, it'll probably be Manor Lords. Friday, I've got a very big announcement to make, and you're going to want to check this out. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I got a very special event that's coming up. Hello, Arashaya. So if you want, make sure you come in and tune in for that. That's going to start at 10 a.m. Central Standard, which is... Grunty, what time is it for you in Europe when I start my streams on Friday? Do you remember? 5 p.m.?
Friday?
Yeah, if I start at 10 a.m., you're
5.
7 hours ahead, so 1700.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah. So for those of you tuning in from Europe, it'd be 1700, okay? But that's the plan. And then we've got a big tournament this weekend. It's the conclusion of the Enterprise G tournament that will start at 12 p.m. Central U.S. time on Saturday, and then 11 a.m. Central U.S. time on Sunday. I do have that information in my Discord under my stream schedule, and I also have events and stuff like that. So we'll figure that out. ThudTwit Friday, I'm not sure. If I stream tomorrow night, then Friday might be Warships. Frankly, if I'm going to be doing Warships on Saturday and Sunday and streaming the after party afterwards, I might not want to do Warships on Friday. You know what I mean? We'll see. I've been itching to play Manor Lords. I just haven't had time. I've been itching to play Manor Lords. So we'll see. And then we might also do Project Planet if people want to vote for it on Friday. We'll see. Friday is typically just a kind of our chill day and hang out and play some games together. So we'll see what happens. Beyond that, we've also coming up have the... don't blame me. Thank you. We also have the Warship Masters Tournament coming up the following 2 weekends. So you'll definitely want to tune in for that. That is more early in the morning because that's your typical EU COTS time. But that should be a lot of fun. I'll be casting that with Sea Raptor. So that'll be cool. And Puddin, are you going to cast it, or do you want to cast it, or what are you thinking about that?
Wait, what? What? The
Warship
Masters thing?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
Fair enough. All right.
You and Raster are doing it. Probably not.
Yeah, he had already reached out to me to do it, and no offense to you, but anytime I can cast with Raptor, I want to do it. You know what I mean?
Well, I always feel like the third person is just it becomes too much, especially with three people who love to talk.
I don't know who you're talking about, Puddin.
I mean, I know I do. I know C Raptor loves it, and I know you love to complain about us talking.
When is the Civ 6 EU time? That would be about 2 a.m. Thank you, Electric. Yeah, on so that would be Tuesday morning for you over in Europe, Gamers Lounge. I do stream it to YouTube, and so you can always pull up my VOD and watch the game after the fact if you're not awake for it on either YouTube or Twitch or whatever, okay? So here's the deal. I have a rerun stream, and that rerun stream is a way for you to support me without spending any money, okay? It's a chance for me to have warships going 24/7 or almost 24/7. I actually do it on another laptop. It's over here. And basically, you just chill, hang out. We've got Words on Stream going, so you can participate in that. I've got reruns right now of the Enterprise G tournament from the last weekend. And all you have to do is park yourself there. Leave the volume at 1% or higher, because then Twitch considers you a viewer. And all you have to do is just chill there. You're welcome, Thutwood. I'm glad we could help you. So I'm going to raid over to that in a little bit. We also do giveaways over there for the blue boosters, which are really good for grinding up ship lines. So if you want to get a chance to win those, I usually give away 2 or 3 per day. Right now, what I've been doing is 3 per day. 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening for bed, and then 1 like after my typical work day. Tomorrow, I'm not quite sure if I'm working or if I'm streaming, right? If I'm streaming, then we'll do a giveaway right before the stream starts, Thursday night. If I'm not, then I'll do one at the end of the workday on Thursday. So we'll figure that out. I have to talk to the wife and decide, okay? I haven't spent a lot of time with her. At the same time, this week has been going really well for me, so maybe it can work. I don't know. I'd love to hang out with you guys. I really do. And it's nice, especially when I'm playing something like Manor Lords. I can just chill, relax, and not feel like I need to cut up the stream and post stuff to YouTube. Guys, today, so you understand what I'm talking about, today, I did 20 videos on YouTube, 20 videos on YouTube from this last weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 14 of those videos were the tournament, the Enterprise G tournament on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then 6 were from replays on Friday and on Sunday. And then on top of that, I did 5 YouTube shorts as well, which were clips from the streams that I put out on YouTube. I did a lot today. So, with all due respect, I'm a little burnt out. That being said, if we go to do warships, we go to do warships. It's not a big deal. So here we go. I'm going to go to the stream ending screen for a moment. You're going to see some links to support me in the stream. And like I said, the party will continue over on the rerun channel. I'll set the raid up soon. And what I'm going to do now that I'm thinking about it is I'm also going to turn Lumia off on this computer and turn Lumia on the other computer. That's right. Overnight, you will have the ability to play with the lights. You can see them and stuff like that. Mohican and Rob, thank you for the subscriptions. We had another sub, but it didn't seem to take or go through. Either way, if that's the case, hey, I appreciate the person that subbed. Sorry, I don't remember the person's name off the top of my head. We had a whole host of new follows as well today. Thank you very much for the follows. Twit, you're absolutely right. Wife time is important. Why are my lights going blue all of a sudden? Did somebody just redeem blue? Twit. Come on, Twit. Don't redeem them blue yet. Nobody can see them. There's my YouTube. You can support me by checking out the YouTube and subscribing over on YouTube. Now, subscribing on YouTube is the same thing as following on Twitch. It's free, and it gives you a notifications when I am releasing content. Guys, I release a video every single day at 6 a.m. whether it's a tournament video or it's a replay analysis. Right now, it's either one of those. I'm doing Team League Season 7 videos and replay analysis now. Eventually, we'll start releasing the Enterprise G stuff. There's a link to my Patreon if you'd like to support me outside of Twitch and YouTube. Click that link right there. Think of it this way. $5 on YouTube, I get 50% of that. $5 on Patreon, I get far greater percentage of that. So if you want to support me, Patreon is a great way to do that. And then, of course, I support you by doing replay analysis. We had a really fun ride-along that we did a few weeks ago, and that was a lot. That was awesome. It was the first time we ever were able to do that. I've listed that as one of my perks for Patreon forever, but nobody had the guts to do it really until Salty did, and that was really fun. Hood and I never heard from Salty again about an Ohio replay, but maybe we can reach out to him or something.
I think he got scared when I demanded it.
He probably did. Nice job. See,
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
The teacher in me was like, all right, let's be okay with this. And then here you go with the club being like, you will give me a replay. There's a link in chat there for Fabletics. If you want to support me for Fabletics, all you have to do is click the link. You can buy something if you want, but just click the link. Hey, Salty's here. You're not scared. Okay, cool. Send me an Ohio replay when you get a chance, if you'd like. I'd still love to cover one of your replays there. Anyway, you can click the link there, and that actually helps, and that ensures that they keep sending me awesome clothing, and that gets my wife jealous, which is fun. And then you can see a link there for Stack Up. Please feel free to support me there or support the cause. Stack Up is a veterans charity focusing on active duty and veteran personnel for the U.S. Military as well as allies. I always say anybody that's not on the U.S. naughty list is supported by Stack Up. And they are focusing on mental health in using video games as their medium. So feel free to check that out. It's a very important cause and a very worthwhile cause. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to be announcing Friday has to do with exactly that. So I'm very excited about it, but you're going to have to wait until Friday for me to announce it. Hell, I might have to actually announce it later. We'll see. Anyway, let's go ahead and set up the raid to Lord Zath rerun. And you guys are more than welcome to hang out there. Don't forget to set up an NVIDIA surround monitor setup. Gamers Lounge, I can look into it. I'll write it down, but no guarantees for right now. I'm still trying to figure out how to get all my monitors set up, okay? All right, I wrote it down. Now, one other thing I want to mention, if you guys are hanging out on the Rerun channel, you do still get replay tokens, which you can use to force cover my replay and stuff. So we've actually had some people do that. They've been hanging out on the channel long enough to make that happen. Also, my giveaways are typically like 8 people entering. So if you're looking for codes and free stuff in World of Warships, by all means, check that out. ThudTwit, what did you do today? The NVIDIA thing? But yeah, seriously, check that out. There's a lot of people that earn a lot, like win a lot of the codes simply because nobody's there. So, oh yeah, points for the replay. Exactly, ThudTwit. Exactly. Yep. And that's how you can get it. So, hang out on the Rerun channel, and you can absolutely get stuff towards that. All right. Thank you all for being here again. I will see you all next time, whether that's tomorrow night or Friday. We'll find out. Puddin', thank you again for being here and being my awesome mod. And Grunty, thanks for chilling too.
Love you, Grunty.
Bye.
Have a good night, Dad.
You too, both. All right, I think the replay, the raid is going through.
I'm pretty sure, because I have 2 of them open.
Yep. Thank you, by the way, for that. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to stop the stream.